Okay.
Oh.
Okay, the recording has started. It gets a lot of screaming. Okay, but welcome back, everybody. It's been a big, long break. Stuff has been happening. You guys finished up your dealings in Malvina. You guys avoided getting murdered by some drug lords. You guys went back to Kendra. You did some stuff in Kendra, and then you went on your way. And then you took a road that you haven't taken before. And Pat was very excited. You're about like a day and a half out from Kendra as you start making your way to Zundragira. You should be level 6. Yep.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, so you're like about 1.5. My train of thought is on the rickiest ass fucking tracks that ever did. If you fucking poke the train, it will fall over. It will derail.
Skibbity nipples.
Skibbity
Bro.
nipples?
Mooding!
Mooding,
Mooding!
mooding, mooding.
You know what, mooding?
I had to test his statement. He is correct.
Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone I love how in this game everyone's in the watch together is like, who is the kobold with the giant knockers? And then in the other group, they're like, who the hell is MILF Hunter?
Yes!
I just like
Could have been anyone.
that you both have in the watch together. You're both like pointing at the other one, like, who is the fuck is that? Oh yeah. So yeah, you're about a day and a half.
My note.
Yep, you're about a day and a half out of Kendra, and Pat was very excited about a fork in the road, that led to a town called Briflehome. And as a group, you decided to, you know what? Let us follow where the Pat wants to go. It doesn't seem to be too far out of the way. And so you went there, and it became rather spooky rather quickly. There were rats and bats and fog, and the plants were dying. Yeah, very thick fog, and but the rats and the bats seemed well taken care of. If anything, they seemed more like they didn't seem all that wild, and they were greeting Pat, with many curious sniffs and other things. And then as I think Vena got out of the onto the road for something and heard the fast approaching of a carriage, as a carriage, a very very nice carriage pulled by two skeletal horses came up and nearly ramming into Vena. But and out of the carriage steps. I will okay. Steps uh, a short-ish elf, like probably 5'8", with some very nice leather pants, a frilly shirt, long dark green hair, red eyes, and just stares at you guys until Pat perks up and then flies over at high speeds right into the man's face. And you hear, "My baby! Hello, my baby. I was so worried about you. I'm so glad you're back." And Pat is very excited as they see.
Deep breaths.
I judiciously scoot away from Rin.
Deep breaths.
I will remember you neutrally.
His pupils are gone.
All creatures are beloved by someone.
Yeah.
Even you, Rin.
That's actually a rather good point.
What you all are saying to him is just wah wah. And all he hears echoing is my baby, baby, baby.
You're
Love.
envisioning you're going to run the corner and this is just going to be a giant Pat.
Muzzles-sized Pat.
Mhm. God, that would be so funny. But no,
No.
You have the power, Bill.
I do have the
I have
power,
good news for you.
but I don't like doing things in the middle of sessions. So no.
Oh, hello, Emerald.
Oh, do you? How do you see him already?
You already shared him with us.
Heh.
Emerald Pione. He has a
Oh,
bright green
Oh,
folder.
yes. Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay, yes.
Husbando.
he's well dressed.
He is very well dressed, as
Ooh.
I was saying before. Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, his ownership configuration was just from the other game. Okay. Uh, but yes,
Also, your other players get to see your NPCs, but we don't. Fake ass.
Yes.
Is it
Well,
Emerald because he's green?
Yes.
yes. Well, his
Obviously.
hair is green anyway.
Is he from a manhwa?
No. Well, now
There
that
look
now
like
that
it.
you now that you say it, you do. All of you will notice he has like Bishi sparkles around him, and I need you all to make wisdom saves.
Sparkles, he said?
Like,
This is not a Twilight vampire.
it's not a Twilight vampire, but
You said wisdom save?
yeah,
He's sparkling anyway.
it's not like okay, it's not like actual sparkles. It's like
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah,
I am taken.
yes, Huron, you are taken. This man is very very hot. He's very beautiful.
Like I said,
Right,
wisdom
my
save, right?
reaction to seeing his picture was accurate then.
Yeah,
Saving throw.
Yeah. Vayne and Huron, like this is a very attractive.
gays.
This is a very attractive man, even if you are not yourself attracted to them. If you know, but Vayna and not Vayna, Rin and
Dude.
Anana. This man's is beautiful. He's entrancing, even if you don't like him in that sort of sense. His beauty
What?
is actually entrancing.
Like looking at Dame Helen Mirren and just going, wow,
Yes.
I could kill you.
I would welcome it.
Which is hilarious because Vanna's like a turbo virgin, so like
Yeah.
she should be weak
I
to this
mean,
kind of stuff.
if Vayna is still entranced without the extra stuff.
No, she's too focused on being happy for
Pat.
Pat
Yes.
finding her
Rin's
Awesome.
eyes finally drift off of the
for his
Pat situation and notice the luxury of the carriage, and he
Mhm.
comes back down to earth. He slicks his hair back for a second before it falls back to its normal position,
He
and he will
said,
start approaching the NPC.
Mhm.
If anyone had anything you wanted to do before I speak.
"Go ahead and start ruining your life."
So,
Hello.
Oh, sorry. I was ignoring you. How rude of me. Greetings. I am Emerald Paone, and he will do a very regal bow and will hold out a hand to shake for Rin.
Rin will give a royal handshake, a bow, and a handshake back.
Mhm.
It is my pleasure to meet you, Emerald Paone. Ione. What did you say? Rin says it right.
Rin says,
I don't believe you.
He said it in the third person to the guy. I said it right.
Yep.
I am. Sorry, the aftershock of that joke hit me. I am Brindal Craiglis Tyrantalus Barbanian Tectonus the Third. Pleasure to meet you.
oh God, now I have hiccups. Jesus Christ.
I get that. It's a verbal component to inflict hiccups.
Mhm.
If you say it backwards, I get banished back to the plane of Earth.
Oh God, what the fuck? Oh yeah. So
You start hearing
he
Huron
is like,
start babbling gibberish.
oh well, nice to meet you, Rendao. Thank you so much for bringing my little potato back to me.
Happy to reunite you. He's been quite the force of personality in our journey.
And Rin, you will notice Pat does not even give you like a second. Like he is too busy to do his usual shenanigans. He is just like he's like literally going down into into Emerod's shirt and just being like, "Yes, I am in his chest now. This is where I belong."
A thought hits the back of Rin's mind. Now's your last chance. Do it. Do it.
He can't. We like
Does
him
it?
too much. We think he's too hot.
Who's weak?
Guys, I don't know how long I can D&D. Penny is whimpering for me.
Baby.
Damn.
Uh, what? So, but he will look at the rest of you. Uh, and what would the rest of you be called?
Yes, what would our group name be, friend?
I hear we're the
Moai
shitters.
Stone Grind.
I talk about that, and I don't think he does either. My name is Inanna. And I'll gesture to the other two.
Huron.
Vena
Okay.
Hasluin.
Well, it is nice to meet you all, and for doing me such a service. I am not sure how you managed to find your way here, but I'm thankful nonetheless, and I'm also unsure where this little one went off to as he stares
We
down.
found them in a
stares-
swamp, didn't we?
No, it was right before a city, if it wasn't in one.
No,
it was
before the
a small swamp. It was a swamp.
It was
We
a
found
swamp.
it in the mud.
Yeah, because he was stuck in the mud, and the whole beef with Rin started by having Maurice like swoop down to like he was gonna murder him.
Oh, that's right.
Mauricio.
God. But yeah.
But it was a swamp outside of one of those
Behold.
cities, I thought.
Yeah, it was. God, I forgot the name of it at the moment, but yes.
Well, we would tell him that we found him in the swamp outside of or nearby whatever city it was.
Yeah, God.
That place.
Wait, where were you when you guys found him? Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, so he's like, oh, I see. And
I
he
have
just
heartbreaking news.
oh
What?
Oh no.
Penny's whimpering because she wants to play.
oh boy.
No, she
She
can't
can't.
play.
She cannot.
Mhm.
Correct.
Tell her
She wants
she's
to play tug of war.
We cannot.
just,
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That's
just,
not.
just pull her around the floor. No.
I mean,
Until
some
I-
dogs like that.
Until,
we used to
until
do that
she
with our
slams her hip into something or
Yeah.
lays on it and
Look,
just-
pounds the pressure hits it, and suddenly it's
dogs.
yeah, just get her one of those doggy wheelchairs so she doesn't have to use her back legs.
Oh
okay.
god.
Let me just order that for the next 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
only gonna put me back a few $100.
Oh,
Look, her vet bill was $1,300.
like a few $100 if you're lucky, my guy. Those things are
Yeah,
custom.
Hey, DIY, build it yourself. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll mug a person with a wheelchair and use that. Okay.
Yeah.
No?
Anyway.
Maybe.
Anyway.
That'll work.
Something happened here. You
And-
hope it was a miracle.
Somebody cooked here.
Anyway.
I don't know if I can be evil with Rin hearing my dog whimper for me.
Well,
Might-
then
might have
just
to.
cold dead heart suddenly melts.
simply
Do it.
don't be
Oh.
evil. It's that simple.
Oh,
That's
it's almost like
solution
you
to
don't
all of
have
our
to be evil.
problems. This is the
Thanks.
solution to the party's problems.
Thanks, Penny.
So
Good-
thanks
you
for-
were the fuckers that broke her hip.
Yes, it
Oh,
was me, Barry.
absolutely.
Wrong call.
I accidentally sat on her.
Oh God. Anyway, so Emerald is like, well, it's nice to meet you all. Are you guys going through, or because I couldn't invite you back to my manor if you would like to stay the night?
My pupils dilate. I would love to sample your hospitality.
That's
I
good.
heard that.
Yeah, she's getting louder.
Like,
Yeah.
Father.
Father.
Look
She
at me.
thinks she thinks she's strong enough to run now.
Father, I am strong. I am strong like the ox.
I can I
Tomorrow's
not
her-
go into the delicious chamber?
Tomorrow is her last day of strict crate rest,
Mhm.
and and then she can be locked in the bathroom while I'm away.
Boulder.
Yeah.
I am. My bones are strong. Free
Yeah.
me.
I drink
False.
so much milk, Father.
So he's like, okay, then follow me, and there'll be a place for your horses. Do stay close. The fog is particularly bad tonight. And he like goes over to Veda and puts a hand on her shoulder. I'm so sorry. I almost hit you.
That's all right. If you don't mind me asking, I
Those
don't
were
ever
pretty Morgan.
recall knowing about this place. And I am from Krigira.
You are nowhere near Gira. You were like you're a day and a half from Kendra.
Day and a half from Kendra. I thought we were a day and a half away from.
No, the other
I've
way
never
around.
heard of this neighborhood in Saudi Arabia. You see, I'm from Northern
I
Ireland.
thought we were close to Zundra by now. I thought we already did
No,
the travel.
no, this is at the start of your.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
DM,
that's
can we
okay.
see the world map just so we can get a better?
Okay,
Yeah,
rescind that statement. I thought
yeah.
this was close to. I thought this was close to the other one.
Here,
So, dun-
I'll give
so
you.
Dungeon Master, that
I'll
roadmap?
give you here. Look, one second. Let me get it out for you.
Please let this be a picture of you flipping Pyro off.
Just
It-
be a picture of a foot.
It is absolutely the middle finger. I was sending it to him in private though.
What I use when I'm pulling my middle finger out of my pocket.
Hey, I don't see a middle finger. I only see a sensor bar.
Yeah, okay, whatever. That was the first one I
Okay,
could
okay.
fucking find. Anyway,
Damn, Liv had a better one than that.
fuck you.
Yeah, that's because I looked up Helen Mirren.
Still know who she is.
That would be her in the GIF.
She looks bitchy.
Anyway, I feel like I say anyway a lot. Anyway, so
Listen,
you will, he will, Emerald will lead the way,
actually,
and we'll start chatting. And like leave you back to your own carriage, unless any of you want to ride with him.
no. No. Yeah, actually, yeah, he's his own man. He can make his own decisions.
Okay.
I
Father,
will let Rin
release
ride
me.
by himself because I definitely feel a little weird.
I see, mate. Would you mind if I joined you in your carriage, my lord?
Oh, not at all. You don't have to address me as such. I have long left titles such as that behind.
He sees in the upper left of his screen, Rin disapproves of this.
Well, good. He's not looking
If
for your
only
approval.
If only Rin's disapproval meant anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not. It wasn't really my choice to leave those sort of things behind, but leave them behind, so I did. But yeah, as Rin is. So Anana, are you going in with him?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got the wrong.
No, I was like, I'm gonna leave Rin to it, but I was like, I hear Rin say "my lord," and Anana's like, I'm not setting foot in that fucking carriage. I don't want to see what happens in there.
The aura here is atrocious. You're on your own, Rin.
In the
Yes,
dumbass.
he's very attractive, and yes, would, but not while Rin is. I don't want to see what Rin's about to do.
Yeah.
Yoritsu is suffocating.
Zaina will chaperone for Rin because I don't want him doing
Just a
problems.
knocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah. So as
How about looters? The local looters chain.
Shush. Look, Huron is taken now. You can't be going to looters like that. That's rude.
Yeah, of course.
Not without her.
She's,
Oh.
yeah. If she's cool like that.
Yeah, she prefers the unarmored sort. I'm gonna be honest.
No protection. I like it.
Look, she's a monk. He's a barbarian. I'm just saying they both have the
We
unarmored.
You know what? You're right. We gotta get raw and wriggle.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, as you guys follow the carriage behind, Emerald will strike up conversation. So, how did you find Pat?
Well, I
Talk about
believe we found him in a swamp.
Oh, well, if you're in
lying in the mud.
this is just Rin now because he's in a cart. He's in the carriage.
I said
That's what she was going.
I would chaperone him.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's why that was Liv.
Make sure he doesn't cause problems.
And Inanna did the fucking tag team swap out clap.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I thought. Okay. I heard the opposite at first, and then I was like, oh wait, Anana's not going, so never mind. No one's going. And so, okay.
Yeah, I am piloting the cart.
Okay.
We found little Pat writhing in the mud in a swamp in this location on the world map.
Make a wisdom save to hide
What world map?
writhing in the
Yeah.
mud.
That doesn't exist.
Rin, as you say that, Pat will perk up, and you see him look over and start making squeaking noises at Emerald. Mhm. And you and you will see him like look over to Rin and just like smile. I want you to make me an insight check, Rin and Vena.
I'll have you know, Huron wanted to adopt him immediately. He had the best of intents with that with that
Yeah.
hamster.
Like
Guinea pig.
Rin, he is smiling at you. He seems very happy that you rescued his baby. Vena, you feel bloodlust coming from behind those red eyes of his.
What? No, hang on. Squeak, squeak,
I
squeaker,
never did
squeak,
anything
squeaker.
other than have a rivalry with him.
Squeakerton, squeaker,
Yep.
squeak,
Hate
squeaker.
may have entered my heart, but unless that thing has telepathy, it did not know.
Squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeaker, squeak, squeakerton.
Sorry, what were you saying, Rin?
That I've done nothing to that damn
You
thing
lied.
besides a rivalry.
You've missed him.
You
You
tried
tried to kill him.
You
I'm trying to
actively-
shoot him like 3
you
times, dude.
actively failed to shoot him a couple of times.
Both Rin and I have forgotten about this.
I don't think that's gonna save you.
Yeah.
I think Patat remembers.
Yeah,
Patat
but-
never forgets.
Patate remembers you trying to take his life.
Everyone else remembers. Why do you not remember?
Selective
As
As
memory.
he just hated it so much that he just forgot
Yeah.
that he went for
The
it.
only way he could cope was blocking out the memory. There's no
I
way I missed
failed
the
so
CR0 monster with 7 attacks.
It was not.
Oh, must not have done it.
I think it was 2 Eldritch Blasts missed.
No, it was not too.
I think a Mind Sliver
was-
was involved.
It was a
Yeah.
mind sliver. I think
Yep.
one of them was a mind sliver.
Probably.
I know there was
Yeah,
some
because I remember because
I-
Pat has atrocious intelligence, but he still made it, and that amused me greatly.
as it should.
Squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeaker, squeak, squeak, squeak.
He was
Squeak.
emaciated.
Yeah,
Huge.
but so he's like, "Oh, that's very interesting. The way you got him out of the mud."
And
I
hit on the moose.
Vena just
In the net.
smiling weakly because she doesn't know that you tried to kill Pat. And she's a good look at Rin. I'm not entirely sure on my friend Rin here's relationship with Pat, but we tried to. It was hard to communicate with him to try to find out where he came
Oh, yeah.
from. So
Yeah,
he's been
yeah.
traveling with us for quite some time.
Yes.
He did have a knack for flipping me off. We got off on a very sour
But-
foot.
Patat
Yeah.
looks up at him. She's one of the good ones. But squeak, squeaker, squeak,
Yeah.
squeak.
Yeah, you say a sour note, and Rin, even you see a flash of just anger, pure anger go through his red eyes.
Vena's just gonna like reach behind her and just fucking pinch Rin in like his ass cheeks. Be like, hey, shut the fuck up.
By
think
Rin
another-
Yeah,
spoiled
that
by no
was-
coincidence.
That was an eventful night when he came over to you to investigate what you were doing, and you tried to kill him.
Rin has a very clear and genuine confusion.
Vena just slow turns and just looks at you.
The consequences of your own actions.
Time pauses. You're on any on the
Man.
car. I bet they're having a lovely conversation.
Is that true?
I vaguely remember shooting at him when we first met. But to be
Shooting.
fair, I had been mugged like every day of that week on the road by something, and I was very tired of getting swallowed and thrown around 30 feet.
And you decided
that's
to
why-
take your anger out on a little furry creature that weighs less than a
Well-
pound.
I had assumed it was an omen of something to come. We heard
Okay.
reports of something unnatural in the area.
Yeah,
Oh my
He
God,
he's
Rin,
just
not everything
Yeah.
black is.
yeah he just shh. He puts a hand on Rin's shoulder. I will forgive you because you brought him home safe. But if you dare touch a little hair on his head, you will not make it past the night.
Oh, I have no intent to harm. Patet.
Squeak.
Patate.
Patate.
Squeak.
I'm not sure how we, the characters, know his name, but
He had a collar on.
His name
uh,
tag.
Yeah, he
There
had
was a collar, and I think someone had speak with animals or
No.
something.
No, that
one
never
has
was.
been able to speak with him.
No,
No,
What?
somebody had to translate it because it was.
Oh,
it was in
Fish.
Elvish.
And it
okay,
said
okay,
potato of the
they
night.
translate.
Yeah,
Okay,
Patate
remember
didn't read.
somewhere some sort of version of translation was used. You know, for speak with
Yeah,
animals.
it was.
Yeah.
It was to get it from Elvish into Common, so where we knew it was potato of the night, and we
Is
were
this
like,
a
oh,
Yeah.
vampire elf?
Yes, he's an
What's-
elf.
he said
See
he
a
was half
picture?
elf, didn't he?
He's an elf, and Huron, make me a nature or history check.
Like this seems like Strahd von.
Yeah.
And it chokes, explodes.
That
Yep.
must be the Belmont.
Huron, as you're like
It's a-
doing the card, just like thinking in your head, this is a little weird.
Hmm,
I don't know.
everything's fine.
He seems pretty normal.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Meanwhile, Rin, you're catching a quite a good look at this man's fangs.
Hot. Oh, he's playing with Penny.
Don't give in, Connor.
she's sad.
She's
Father,
not strong enough.
Father, I am strong. My bones are made of mighty calcium.
The bones may be okay. The joint is not.
My ligaments need more bone
She's
juice.
very sad. I'm aware of this. She's also very fragile.
But yeah, so
Well, I'm giving her head scritches.
mhm.
All right, fine.
But yeah, so Rin, you're getting a good view at these very
Right, so-
long
I
and
know what a
dangerous
vampire is.
fangs, as well as Vena. You are also getting a good look at them.
I
I'd like to contend that Rin does not know that is abnormal. Given the party he travels with, sharp teeth and a humanoid, not a
I mean, the only one with sharp teeth out of the four of us is Inanna with their tusks.
I mean, Vena, if you want,
They're not even that bad.
yeah, I would assume Vena would know enough to know that this is a vampire.
I would
Nice.
hope the paladin would turn undead, but no.
I see you're one for longevity, Ace. With your teeth.
Very tactful.
Bum,
He just sort of sighs and like he loses like that angry edge to him, and he just goes back to driving the cart. It's not something I look upon fondly. I do not wish to become something like this.
Mm,
Yowie.
intriguing.
I have heard that some receive their change unwillingly. I suppose there is no way to cure it.
Not that I know of, though I have certainly tried.
What are we talking about?
Vampirism.
He's
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, she'll turn to Emerald. He's from the plane of Earth. He doesn't know a lot of things.
fair enough.
Your world and customs are very strange and frightening.
I love that the translation for that was he doesn't know a lot of things.
Yeah. Well,
She said that on purpose.
Mr. Rindau, a vampire, is a mortal who is no longer is a humanoid that is no longer humanoid. They're undead. They're monsters. Their soul is forever broken.
He's just nodding,
The
unfazed.
nonchalantness is actually making me sad.
Okay.
He's a vampire elf. This man is
Well,
ancient.
Well, you seem fairly cognizant for most undead, so
That
good on you.
that we are, but unfortunately that doesn't last forever.
Oh? I mean,
That was pure Connor.
oh?
What
How
happened?
so? That first one was Connor, and the second one was Rin.
He just sort of sighs. You're digging in a little deep for someone who I've just met.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware it was a personal sort of information. I didn't mean to pry. I
It's
Very curious about
it's
things.
fine. It's just it is a very rare thing that a vampire retains their most of their humanity, and it is generally only a matter of time until that erodes away.
Is that sorry? Is that the nature of longevity or the nature of the affliction?
It is the nature of the affliction, though I am not exactly sure how longevity it may con- contribute in some form or fashion, but I have not lived long enough for even an elven lifespan, so I'm quite young, all things considered, on what my
Well,
timeline should be.
I know for me, there's the simple joys of this world, like a nice stroll in the sun on the beach, is a good way to find yourself again.
You
Hmm.
just hear some. Well, you don't. Well, actually, never mind. You just don't hear anything. You hear a sad sigh. The sun is something I've not since experienced in 100 years, around that.
Well, I hate to cast blame, but I mean, you live in a fairly murky, foggy terrain. Have you considered a change of
Ren,
scenery to somewhere sunny?
Ren, Ren.
Hmm.
Vampires cannot go into the sun. It kills them.
Oh,
In fact,
apologies.
the fog is in some sort of way my own body trying to protect myself from the sun. Yeah, I mean,
I
in a bright day, it's not gonna offer much of protection, but that is unfortunately the effect my presence has on this land.
I did not mean to insult you in such a way. I apologize.
I have to say, Rendao, you don't exactly make a great first impression.
I'm very anxious with the travels I've had so far. You are, counts on fingers, probably the first thing we've encountered that did not immediately try to swallow me whole or rip my head off.
Please don't call it a thing.
Don't call it a thing. Good job.
I'm not actually there.
So I apologize. I have been far from my social graces for a while. You
Uh,
make a great point that I am making a fool of myself, and I apologize. I shall take the remainder of our journey into your manor in silence and penance for my
Yeah, he will.
uncalled for demeanor.
He sighs. Don't. Do not worry too much about it. You, as you said before, you had no knowledge of my affliction.
You know,
However,
uh,
as before all this was saying, even though Pat has expressed his displeasure about you, he is quite fond of the rest of you.
Pat makes a very nice hat.
He does like sitting in people's heads.
In?
On.
Imagine he mixed in their hair and on their head together.
Yeah, that was.
Mostly in people's bag or on my
Yeah.
horns.
Listen, this is a vampire guinea pig. It could go either way.
Yep.
No head.
He likes being surrounded by people or things. You know, makes him feel
Man,
safe.
sitting in my horns must be a fortified position.
It
Let's cover
I
that.
spend a lot of
is.
time in my backpack, actually.
He does that. He likes going in bags and
Yeah. He almost drowned once.
in our clothes.
Well,
He doesn't need to breathe, so he.
Oh, good, fantastic.
I-
That's a
if
good
you're in
thing.
danger.
yeah, that. I mean, I did tell you, like, yeah, he seemed fine after you guys took that fucking swim. Yeah, he seemed fine.
Look at the little waterlogged there.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was very damp, but other than that, he was fine.
Yeah, you've seen a wet.
Look,
guinea
if he
pig.
had a problem, the bag wasn't sealed up to where he couldn't get out of it.
And go
Yeah.
where?
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
he
that
would
is.
have just escaped back from where we came.
Have you
Uh-huh.
ever look? Just because you don't need to breathe doesn't mean that's not hell.
I am gonna be AFK for at least 50 minutes. I gotta give Penny her pain meds.
Okay.
Benny!
Yeah. So I do appreciate you taking care of him, and apparently he has gotten a new nickname in Gorehoof, but you don't have
Oh,
hooves.
that was Huron. He was very excited. He thought he had a pet. However, we had to explain to him that with the collar, that most likely already belonged to someone, so we
Mm,
couldn't keep him. And Huron was depressed for a while after that.
mhm. I do not mind. I'm just more confused on why Gorehoof was the name.
A powerful
Um,
name for a powerful
Right.
creature.
I think it was more of a term of endearment because Huron has hooves, and that kind of name is one that inspires like strength or something. He's from a tribal-ish family.
I see. Well, I mean, Pat seems to have enjoyed it, and and if you're wondering, I can't. I'm not speaking with him as an animal. He is partially my pet, partially my familiar. He's a little. His connection with me is a little deeper than most familiars, but he's a little more corporeal. Hence my worry at his demise. I am not entirely certain I could resummon him as he is.
Hmm. We did try to communicate with him to find out where he lived, and like you said, typical magic to converse with animals did not work.
Mm. Yes, and there's only so much he can do without speaking, and as much as I love him, he has a little pea brain. And you hear some protestations from Emerod's shirt, but then he goes back to just chilling in there.
Fuck you, I don't have a little pea brain.
Yeah, and he will pat. He's like, "Don't worry, it just makes you all the more endearing." Just pat, pat, pats.
He is
Well,
Bob's
He
friend.
he is certainly smarter than the average rodent, but that can only take him so far.
This guy's funny.
while he may not be the smartest, he is rather clever.
He is, I will say that. He makes the best of what he has.
If you don't mind me asking, is it just you that lives here with all of your pets?
No. This is a town. There are others that live here, and do not worry, I do not subjugate them or anything. They are here of
Do
their own
they know of
volition.
you?
It is hard not to know of me unless you are some sort of extraplanar entity. He chuckles a little. They are aware of what I am, and they let me here in spite of that, and I appreciate them greatly for that.
Oh, well, that's good. I
Uh,
hope you get along.
oh, I mean, as much as I can. I, truth be told, there is some sort of there's. I don't exactly have close bonds with any of them. There is some sort of a distance that can't easily be crossed just due to our natures, but you know, I am a part of the town. I protect them from things, and in return they protect me from prying eyes.
He's nice.
Do you know of the Fertina Kusu? They flock here occasionally. I have to shoo them off or they destroy everything.
Oh,
Oh, I do. We had to hunt one before,
Oh, so you know how bothersome they can be. Jeez.
and how electrifying.
Yeah, it always messes with my hair. They're dumb. I usually just use some illusions to scare them off, and they run off. Occasionally, I have to kill a couple, but
A couple.
yeah, here and there, kill a couple.
Do they do they flock?
I did say they flock, yes.
Like, how many of them at a time?
Uh, it depends. Year from year, the bigger ones are around 20. Uh, Sometimes it's just 5. Mostly it's around there, just a handful. But yeah, they can get up to like the 20s.
Thankfully, I only had to deal with the one.
Yes, I truly awful things. The ornery ones especially, but most of them just would rather run away. But there's the occasional one that just has some spite against the universe that needs to make it everyone else's problem.
Well, I'm glad that you keep this place safe from them,
Yes, I.
and I'm glad that they don't live anywhere near where I live. Lived, past tense.
Oh, and why is that? If you don't mind me asking, of course, you don't have to answer.
The best part is Connor had to walk away. um,
I
I've
sat down.
had
I left my water in the other room.
I've had issues with my family that see me rather not there.
Hmm. I.
And well, I am technically on a mission from my king.
Hmm. I've had my fair share of problems with, higher authorities and family issues, but I do not have any family left as of now, and I don't have any obligations to any higher authority, which I am partly thankful for in the roundabout way, but I kind of do wish, because it was the affliction that caused that to happen. So, but even
I'm
before that, I
sorry.
never really got along with my father. Oh, and here we go, diving into dour topics again. This should be fun. I'm trying to. I'm trying to be a graceful host. I will. I want you to have a good time while you're here. I know this place seems a little depressing at times, but once you get in the manor, it is nice and bright and it's lively, and you don't have to worry about that. And I will make us a lovely, lovely dinner.
Oh, you'll you'll cook it? I thought.
Yes, I I mean, do I have people that work in my manor? Yes, but I don't. I got along just fine before them, and truly the only ones that work in my manor are more there to. This sounds bad, but they're there to for me to feed from. And do not worry, that is also consensual. And I am thankful that I can not. I have enough people around me that I can feed from without killing anyone.
Well, it's good that you're going about it in a safe manner.
Yes, I had some close calls when I first turned, but I've managed not to kill anyone. Well, not due to bloodlust, anyway. I've had to kill my a share of brigands. Sometimes they attack the town. You know how brigands are.
It's rather foolish of them.
Yes,
They,
they figure out quite quickly how foolish their actions are. They think, oh, this poor town, this poor backwater town, it's ripe for the looting. But nope,
no survival instincts on those ones.
absolutely not. I try to scare them off too, but they see a short petite elf, and they think nothing of me.
I'll be honest, when we were riding here, Pat was the only reason why we didn't turn around when we saw all of the, well, mist and spikes.
Yeah, it's not very inviting. It's an unfortunate part of living here. The townsfolk make do with their own agriculture, and they grow stuff grows fine here as long as it is spiky, and I am not sure how that works. But there are we keep succulents, we keep roses. I love my roses. I know it's cliche, but
They're a beautiful plant.
they very
Flower.
they very much are, and I do love the smell of them. But yes, there are certain berries and such, but no wheat, no corn, and we have to trade mostly for staples such as that.
I take it you have people who have to leave town for that.
No, this can't be.
Yep. They do have to leave town for such things, and you know, people aren't beholden to stay here, and trust me, people take vacations all the time. I don't think anyone would want to stay here full time. It's just. And again, I'm making things seem sadder than they are. We have a nice life here. It's peaceful.
Also, welcome back, Connor. You missed Vena and the vampire talking about their past a little.
You lost backstory? Damn, must suck.
Damn.
I think I just heard his
Yes.
wife peak.
Penny's
Don't worry.
eating.
That's good.
Previously, she's had like 2 or 3 little kibble bites yesterday, and now she's scarfing down some food.
Well, of course, she's getting better, which means everything, all her systems are getting bigger, which makes you shit in her entire body weight
God,
out to the side.
I remember when my cat broke her leg, and like she got sedatives like twice.
Oh yeah, that could also get them constipated.
Yeah, she like that was a dog-sized shit she managed to make, and it was like, if she doesn't poop in, I forget, however many days, call the vet. And it was like the last hour of the last day, and they were like, oh no, we were about to call it, but she managed to get that out, and we're like, Jesus Christ, how did you do that?
Bet that shit hurt.
Okay. Anyway,
I just looked at
That
the
don't
side.
express an anal gland. I don't know what will.
I just looked at the side because I thought that sounded perfectly like red. I'm like, what the fuck?
but yes, I mean, yes, he is eternal femboy. He is very femboy twin coated. This vampire.
Coded. This one doesn't
Perfect.
expire in. I'm sorry, you're going to have to go through twink death. He's our twink now.
I'm gonna be looking like Yzma in 100 years, just putting on like gourmet diamond masks. Like, god damn it,
Yeah.
I need what he has.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop you on the side. Oh, I don't want to play with you anymore.
But also,
Bad me.
also,
Rin hitting the fucking snuff out the light dance.
speaking of Rin, I would like you to make me an Arcana check.
About what?
Just make me an Arcana check.
About what?
Just make me an Arcana check.
About what?
Nothing.
Fuck you.
Can I make an Arcana check?
No.
I blame you, shit. Oh goodness, baby.
Actually, you can later.
Okay.
The reason I asked Bill is so I could try to justify advantage or any kind of bonus.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really. Honestly, Huron has a better chance of getting that than you at this point.
I'll just go play my fucking
You'll find out later why that is, but
Because Huron's a vampire. I got you.
yes.
I
Anyway,
suck really good.
yeah.
And watch it actually be because Huron died and came back
No, it's not that.
with the ancestral barbarian, whatever.
But yeah, with that, you guys make it to the manor,
Close.
and I will bring you to the manor.
Oh, we have a map for this.
Of course.
Of course we do.
He's had all this time to prepare it.
Of course.
It's
That's why I was not thinking of possibly turning down his invitation, because if he invited us so easily, I knew that he had a map.
It
So
is
we
a
have
rather-
a section of the world.
First floor.
Big house.
I mean, any.
Talk to
Yeah.
a manor.
Man, I love Betrayal on the House of the Hill.
I hate running Hawk Manor.
I love
Yeah.
killing my teammates in Betrayal on the House of the Hill.
That's
That's
I've never played the non-trader.
Actually, let me
I don't own a token with vision on the scene.
Yeah. So
let
yeah,
me rephrase that. I hate tanking for Hawk Manor.
yeah. Hawkman just kind of sucks. But
Correct.
where the fuck was I?
Okay, I'm gonna have to play with my dog.
Okay.
Beep.
Was that what the kids are calling it nowadays?
Man.
Is she not banned?
You have that power, dog.
What?
You have the power.
Dog.
I said, is your dog not banned from playing because of the hip?
Well, I'm just kind of playing with their head and their ears.
Okay.
That's just called petting your dog.
No, it's play. I'm riling her up too.
Don't do that.
Don't rile up the dog.
Gonna do a backflip in there, explode.
Yeah.
She's
Speaking.
gonna roll over
yeah.
like a bag of pinto beans.
Speaking of dogs, as you
Show
guys
pictures.
as
Look!
as you guys make your way towards the manor. Why do you still have invisibility?
He's
What?
happy!
As you guys park your carriages and he leads you over there,
I don't care
you
about
see
that dog. I want...
see two very large dire wolves.
Inside of you are two direwolves.
One is very goofy. The other one is pure black with red eyes and is staring daggers into all of you.
Tonight will be the night that I will
Yeah.
fall for you.
But the other one runs up to you guys and just like immediately flops over and shows his belly.
Oh my goodness! Can we give him belly rubs?
Oh, please do. Boofles is
Boofles.
Face in the floof, like
Yeah.
full on just seeing belly rubs.
and
Mm.
Boofles is in fact making that face and is just very happily just like doing that little dance dogs do when they're on their back and it's like, yay, I'm getting pets.
I'm in love. Oh my!
Yeah,
No,
and
hang on. I've been waiting for this moment. Just
That man
Yep.
gives the best kisses. I just know it.
yeah, he does. There's many
Oh,
bleps,
Penny.
even though it's the tongue is very large. There's many kisses.
Oh yes, he's a good boy.
Look at
He's
the
such a
video
good
Carter posted.
boy.
Where the fuck did I put the?
Penny.
As Inanna's
playing, I'm
and-
doing with her.
as Inanna's playing with Boofles, Vena will just like stand there, watch it, and smile, and then look towards the other one, like offer out her hand, and be like, "You want pet?"
Somebody get me.
She will approach you cautiously. Oh, that's Grim. She may not like you. I would advise you step back.
Somebody
Yeah,
get me
as she
through
starts
this.
as she starts to as she starts to sniff you, and you hear just a very rumbly grr. It's okay, Grim. She's a nice paladin.
Oh,
Oh.
she'll raise up her hands, like, "Yes, I don't intend to do anything."
Does she like Oathbreakers more?
How does she feel about warlocks?
Sorry.
I think it's the divine undead killing power that she doesn't like.
Yeah, it's that. It's that.
Almost like a lot of paladins show up to try and kill her dad.
That is something that happens.
Would you rather I not have my weapons on me?
No. Please don't worry about it. Trust. She's intelligent. Grim, it's fine. And as he pets her, she will sit back down. She's still staring at you. Like if you make a move, it feels like she will snap at you, but she is just watching.
You're on just moose stairs at Grim, looking
I'm
at the
not supposed to
floof.
be concentrating on anything.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Why is that still there?
I don't know. Rin was
Feel
invisible.
weird.
But
Ooh, he's a phantom.
I believe I used the detect magic
Mhm.
on our way in here, but that would have been gone by now. It's only
Hey
10
Bill,
minutes.
did Huron and I pick up on the whole vampire thing before we had made
Yeah.
our way here?
Oh yeah. Huron, now you can make an Arcana check with
When you
advantage.
try to lay down, I can't let you play today.
Father, I'm strong.
You're still not well.
I'm a better arcanist than Rin.
Yeah, Ren. There is
No, you're
like
mad.
you're looking at Emerald, and there is something familiar about his general aura. You cannot entirely place it, but
Rug. I'm always surrounded by weird people.
yeah. Anana, you could make me like a religion or history check if you want to be like, this man's probably a vampire. Just
Especially because is the attraction sparkly thing still there, or
oh, it's still there. You're still your
He's
gaze
still.
still
Oh no, he's hot.
yeah.
Oh, no, they are the same. They're exactly the same. So I'll do religion because why not? Yeah, that's about what I thought.
Yeah, you're a little too distracted.
That's fair. My face is in the belly of Boofles, so like
Yes.
I am otherwise occupied.
Yes.
Huron is going to take out a piece of jerky and just open hand, like gently place it on the floor halfway between me and Grim.
Mhm.
There you go, girl. And he'll back up.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Grim doesn't take anything unless I and he just goes release, and she will go and cautiously sniff, and then pick it up.
Oh,
Aw. So, she's well trained.
She is. Boofles is theoretic.
Hey, no, ma'am. I know you're. Sorry.
Boofles is theoretically also well trained, but he gets
No,
ahead of
he's
himself.
well wonderfully trained. This is wonderful.
Mm. Right. Fair enough.
Yep.
I'm just zooming in on Patat's token. That's it's great. I forgot that.
You've seen
Hey,
him
it's been a
before.
while. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It is very amusing. I love.
Like early December.
Yep. But yeah, if you follow me, I will get dinner started, right away. And
Would you like some help?
if you deign to give me help, I will not refuse it.
I've done a bit of cooking, but you. She kind of just looks at her hands. Simple task would probably be best.
That's fine. That's fine. Your guess, I wouldn't want you doing anything too strenuous anyway.
Hmm.
Oh, and shall I get the baths warmed up for you guys? You must be, you know, I do not know how long you've been traveling for, but everyone could use a nice warm bath after some
Rin lets out
travel.
an oh, like he just fucking creamed his pants at the side of finally getting to take a proper bath after all these
Huron
weeks on the road.
just turns.
He
toward
almost
him.
faints.
One would assume
Oh,
you would bathe like a.
Chilla?
Yeah, I was about to say, don't you like bathe like a chinchilla?
I mean, mud baths are my favorite, but water will work.
Well, that's like racist.
Yep. And if
Rats?
yes, I will. Yeah, as you walk in, you will notice rats of
Big rat.
various sizes, going from like
I
this
love you. Follow us in here.
from like the size of like a beaver to
He's a guard dog. He can't follow you
Yeah.
in here.
yeah. Unfortunately, yes, Grimm's job is to protect the manor, and so she stays outdoors. And Boofles is not allowed inside because he is technically also a guard dog, but also he will ruin the entire manor. It is not his fault. He just gets too excited.
It's very
Hey,
fair.
I
I'll come
can-
back and give him more pets later.
Yeah,
I
you
can kind of hear it every once in a while. It's kind of cute.
you could Anana, you just see Boofles just like sticking his head in the door, just like
Oh, buddy, I know. Oh, I can't look.
Um,
I'm too weak.
excuse me, Emerald. Would it be fine if our retainers came inside?
no,
Oh,
we must sleep in the dirt.
yes, I please your staff is as welcome here as you are.
Is
Yeah, I will.
they
I
were
will.
they
I,
were helping the horses on the cart, but I
that's
didn't
not
want them to.
Fadoin. That's
So
a
is this
ball
how
of
we see
lightning.
if
That's a ball of lightning. That was
if
not Faduin at all.
so is this how we figure out Fadoin is better higher than the horse? He gets to come inside.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's until we see the horse already in the bath.
The
But-
horse is in the
That one got
Odd.
it's spread
There's a
eagle. Just
horse loose in Barovia.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
just picture a
Yep.
horse with a fucking head wrap, 2 cucumbers on the eyes, and just fucking spread eagle on a bath.
mhm,
No, not the spread eagle.
As
horse.
Faduin walks in,
yes.
Vena will like beckon him closer and like pull him in for whispering. Just letting you know, Sir Emerald is a vampire, but is of no threat.
Ah, you see him go to pull a sword, and
Now,
then
she'll instantly one hand on the pommel of his sword to lock it in the sheath, the
Now Bryn's
other
looking through the other
right
window.
over his mouth to stop him from yelling. And she'll be like, "No, stop. He is a nice man. He is in accord with the village, and we are his guests. Please do
No
not cause any trouble."
Above board. No Fadoin.
Mhm.
She's obviously charmed. You have to save your mouth.
He just starts nodding and just going while his mouth is covered, and he will release his hand from the sword.
Mm.
Rin will turn to Slade. And go, so apparently he's a vampire.
Whatever that is.
You know what those are?
I
Yeah.
am.
Common thing.
That everything makes a lot more sense now.
Oh,
It really tracks actually.
were the rest of you unaware?
I mean, I probably would have figured it out if I'd ridden in the carriage, but like, I can't say I'm surprised.
I hope it doesn't upset you.
Get a bit distracted.
I hope it doesn't upset you that I am a vampire, but
You're nice.
okay.
Hang on. YouTube.
Well, yeah. If you go forward and in that hallway to the right, he gestures over here. Those are the baths, and if you follow me, I will lead you to the dining room.
I was also trying to ask what Slade thought about the vampire
Oh.
situation. Is what I was fishing
He's
for.
like, Sir, you regularly commune with devils.
You seen something I'm not?
Oh, I heard at that time.
Walking or something? Hang on.
This is equivalent of you going up to Slade and being like, "Did you know that the bartender is gay?"
I
Or
walked
we're at a
over
gay club.
and made the water dirty, and that's the one I used, so it's already dirty. So I put it on the floor.
Vena will motion to Faduin. I'll
Get this shit
go
out of
hug
here!
Sir Emerald. Please go enjoy the bath.
Okay, I will go to the bath. Are you
Hang on, let me just put this in Discord real quick. It's very, very important for
Yeah.
Imlore.
Yeah.
There you go, Connor.
Does Rin seem headed towards the dining room or the baths?
Baths are down the hall.
You have to. Well, I would say follow Faduin, but if Faduin only sees Rin following him, he's not going to go to the bath. He's going to.
I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm taking a. I'm taking a bath too.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
will offer if they need more help. Otherwise, I'm gonna go take a bath.
Rin has pulled out his bag of assorted luxuries.
Segregated baths, woman. Calm
Yep.
down.
They are in.
No, I was saying if they need help, like with the food, I was gonna see.
With
if
the
they-
loofah.
No,
You need
no,
a loofah.
Please don't worry yourself. I would say the same to Lady Vena here, but she seems rather.
Oh, she doesn't take no for an answer.
That's what I thought. I got
Hold
that.
on.
She's very strong-willed.
Confusing us.
And I am grateful for the help you are sure to provide, Lady Vena. I am just a little too familiar with your type.
You're tough.
Wait. Hold on.
Wait.
I can take no for an answer. I just thought it would be nice to.
I am not.
Oh.
I'm not saying your
Such
help.
a protagonist
I
answer.
I am very appreciative of your help. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying I am letting you do this begrudgingly.
Just please don't take what they say seriously. If you have any
I
issues or something, please don't hesitate.
this isn't just relax. This isn't just.
Put some in the laundry basket.
But yeah, as he makes his way into the kitchen, which is the only place that seems rat and bat free.
Wow, this reminds me of home.
Oh well, given what you say, I'm not exactly sure if that's nice to hear or for you or not. But
Oh,
I'm
the home itself is nice. It's been a while since I've been in a kitchen this big.
oh okay. Well yep. That is not the bath. Well, no, that's more of a spa. That's not really where the baths are. Follow Fadoin. Fadoin.
Where's Fadoin?
Fadoin's
Up
up here.
here.
Forgive me for assuming the large body of water were the baths.
Yeah, no. These are the baths where you clean yourself. Though that's the bath where you go and sit and have a spa day.
I'm not taking the rat bath.
I
I charge across the room, seeing the rat, and
Yeah,
like
you
taking
see
it
the
on
rat,
his
that one gif of the rat
Oh,
taking.
this is the man's bath? Okay, I'll leave.
yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
I love that
Inanna?
one.
Oh wait.
No, no, these bats like they have individual walls. Like you don't have to worry about that.
There's
I
only
told her
3
that
though, so I'll go
I
soak in the
told her they're the
There's
men's
red.
bath, so
No,
I
no,
could
no,
take her room.
And no, I'll wait. Oh, you can go. I'll wait.
Go
Fadoin.
first. There's 3
Fadoin.
men in there. I'll go soak in the spa.
That is
Jeez.
a good point. I'm sorry for doing that, Lady Nana.
Fadoin, just go.
No, you're fine. I really don't mind. Listen, I don't care one way or another, but the spa looks really nice.
That's fine. I don't mind fur.
Yep.
buddy.
Yep.
What's up?
Jeez, Anana, you're supposed to take a bath before you go in the spa.
That's only partially true.
If anyone peeks in at if Rin's alive
No.
or has been murdered,
No.
it almost looks like a mud bath, and they're just
Yep.
dirt, and his head is submerged.
Yeah, and
He's actually green.
all of you like Huron. This reminds you of the bathhouse back in Malvina. It's that nice. It's a little, it's not as big and grand, but like the soaps and stuff are of the highest qualities, and
I just chill in here with my little rat buddy.
Yeah.
What's up?
yeah,
It's
he
definitely
just
trying to escape the tub, but cannot get traction.
no,
And it's a
he's
tsunami.
he's just chilling there. He's like floating in like a little bucket boat, and just like he just does the sup nod as he continues to wash himself.
Oh yeah. Huron's chill. He doesn't flop in there. He slowly dips in there so he doesn't create any waves. Cool.
Yes.
Vena spends the first 15 minutes of cook time getting out of the armor.
Oh, would you like some help with that? I can help you take that off if you wish.
Oh,
Of course,
Sure.
I'll help you
I
take
kind
your
of
clothes
forgot
off.
about it before I sent Fadoin away.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm quite familiar with taking off armor
Usually,
and putting it on.
Fadoin strips me of my.
Hey now.
Yep. And yeah, he will make, he will help you quite I was gonna say fluently, but that's not exactly the right word. You know,
Efficiently.
efficiently, yes. Yeah, and you're out of your armor in no time. And there is a closet earlier. I'll just have someone take it for you. And you will see one of the staff members come and take your armor, and I'll send it to the rooms you are staying with. Oh, also, you would have been told there's a sauna up north from where the baths are. I am ping.
Okay.
Or shift ping.
Rin will take a little 15-minute soak, get all of
Yep.
his nightly skincare
There it
routine
is.
things on, and then move to the sauna.
Nice.
The sauna is up here.
Is that on you?
He
Just
looks
on
like
your
Yzma being woken up from the tent.
Oh!
But since you are helping him, I will roll cook's utensils for Emerald with advantage.
Vena puts on an apron.
Yes. Where's the fucking roll? There it is.
Let me just browse my gallery for you, little buddy.
Let's go.
That was not a good roll.
He still got a 20 fucking one on that bitch.
Yeah, but he rolled
Damn.
he rolled a 6.
I know, but like even subpar activity on his behalf is stunning.
But so yes, he seems a little distracted, but you help him along, and it is some very nice food, though he's just tasted and he seems a little disappointed in himself. I'm sorry, if I knew I was going to have such large company, I would have got this sooner. I'm just a little rushed.
Oh, no worries at all. It looks amazing.
Yep, and Vanda, if you try it, it is certainly better than any random bozo could do. I do hope it is up to all of your tastes. I'm not exactly sure the standards of that Rin fellow.
She'll just walk up to him, take his hand. Please don't concern yourself with his tastes. It's much easier for everyone.
Hey Shane, I know you probably don't have the top one, but here you go. Look at it.
I love how much that hit Connor.
Please don't care about him. It's so much easier if you don't. Just ignore him as best you can. We haven't trained him yet.
She wasn't saying ignore him. Just don't concern your taste in anything.
I am.
Like if you have a personal opinion on something, probably don't consider it in terms of any sort of calculations.
Disregard his opinions. Dismiss his questions. Just overall, pretend he's not there as best you can, and it goes so much smoother.
Yeah, he will say, well, I am certainly not pleased with how he has treated my poor little potato. He is still a guest here, and I will take that into consideration. Though, if you say not to worry about it too much, I will not worry about it over much.
He's a rather prestigious royal at home, and at home is also a lot different than where we are. So he expects a lot more, a lot different. And we've been trying to teach him that there's a shift. And I believe that he has made a lot of progress. But sometimes, especially in terms of grandiose things like manners, he may, sink back into into the princeling.
Trust me, I'm way too familiar with the haughty types, and and from what I've seen, he has shown more respect than most in such a position. He has enough humility to apologize for his actions, and I respect.
Yes, he is definitely much more improved, and I do have high hopes for him, and I do trust him. But it's just the simple not knowing that causes him to go awry sometimes.
I was quite sheltered before I took a stint of being a bard and going across the continent.
You said bard, and she was immediately taken out by a sniper.
Yeah.
It was her slipper phrase. Suddenly she's activated, and China now controls her.
Does that mean you're good at an instrument, or were you more of a...
Got magic hands?
My I would say my voice is an instrument, but I am also proficient in the viol, the piano, the organ, the thelar, the flute, and
How
the
do you feel about
lute.
children's card games?
That's
And
not
Liv
really
has got
touching.
it. Liv,
Thank you.
you win. You
You
win.
said
You
bard,
get
and I was like,
you
wait a minute.
you get the meta inspiration. I told you you'd see this fucker again.
Liv just did the not scientifically possible across the proverbial voice chat. Zoop.
Not
I've seen this. I've played
possible.
these games before.
I was like, I know, because I was like, these characters familiar. And then my brain was like, no, surely it's because he's told us about this with the other game, or like it's just one of his NPCs that he likes. And then he said Vampire Bard. I was like, that bitch.
Yes. Liv was the first to figure it out. Liv gets the meta inspiration.
I gotta say, this
I
has got to be
never
one
would
of
have
his
known.
ones because the name is not entirely ridiculous.
Yeah, he's different. He's not the exact same. It made him less ridiculous.
My God,
You
Thanks.
thought I was
You
reacting
gentrified the
because
character.
Bard was my trigger phrase because I liked bards. No, it triggered my minutia memory.
All right.
I-
So
well, it was impossible for me to have guessed because I don't even know who you're talking about.
But yeah. Also, I keep forgetting to say this. Vanna, as you grab his hand, you will notice his hand is not cold as it should be. You know, vampires, they are dead. They should have cold hands, but it's warm like a person.
recently fed.
You're she'll kind of like awkwardly like pat around up his like arm a little. You're not really vampire-y, are you?
Oh. What?
Yeah, as she pats his arm, like he is, wearing a jacket, so it's like not you can't really feel much after his arm, but oh, uh, yes, I mean I try, I'm not exactly fond of all the things that come with being a vampire. He will show one of his hands and he will snap his fingers and what seemed to be just a normal like nice ring uh unglamorous itself to show a magical ring, and Vena, I think it's common enough for you might just know it. It's a ring of warmth.
Oh,
This mimics the body heat of a person, keeps me toasty, and protects me from cold magic. Though that is a slight, but that is not its intended purpose. Its intended purpose is to make me at least feel a little more human and not freak out anyone I touch.
oh, uh, sorry.
No, don't apologize. No, I'm thankful that you noticed it, honestly. It's nice to
And
know.
she'll realize that she's kind of like grabbing up on him, and she'll
Yeah.
shoot her hands up. Oh, sorry for that too.
There's
Oh,
the super virgin energy you mentioned before.
Yep,
and
she is a turbo version.
don't mind that either, Lady Vena. I have certainly met more handsy people in my day, and trust me,
On God.
Well, I promise I'm not handsy. I'm just dense.
Me, Barry.
I am not.
I got handsy.
I am not saying you are. I am saying you are not in comparison to others. And I am perfectly fine with physical touch. In fact, I have been lacking that a lot since I turned. So I appreciate someone who feels safe enough to touch me.
Stop. The sexy vampire man is making me sad.
Damn,
Well,
girl, down.
Stop.
I definitely, I definitely do feel rather safe. And I took my armor off.
Mm.
Yes, that is, I do appreciate the gesture. With you being a paladin, although your cohort generally are not so easily swayed.
No, my My oath is to my king and my nation and the protection of its people. I, as long as, and I believe you as to what you've told me, you are a rather good person who lives with these people and you protect them, they protect you. I don't see any issue with you simply because of your vampiric curse.
You should, honestly. At some point, anyway, I am not likely to retain this level of generosity. I
Well,
was.
until that day comes, you're still a good person.
Thank you. And thank you for helping me with dinner.
As much as I'm able.
And if you would like, I'm pretty sure the others should be finished with their baths now. At least I hope so. And, I still have some finishing touches to do. I would hate to have you, like, wait between, choose between a hot dinner and a hot bath. So please get to the bath while I finish up things here.
You sure?
I am sure if I need help, I have plenty of others who do cook for me. Oh, okay. I just found something.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. It's nothing to be worried about.
is this the is this him saying it or Bill?
No, this is me. That's Bill. Also, where the fuck did I put the other guy? Where'd he go?
Where's the other guy?
The guy that took Vena's armor. I don't know where the fuck I put him. Oh, there he is. Right there.
Now,
Ignoring can be
roll
hurt
for common
forever.
sense because she's been having to deal with sexy vampire man.
Stupid,
She's too-
stupid, sexy Flanders.
See if it's gonna be
She
a
has,
hot.
she has
Yeah.
enough common sense to take
Dog.
the apron off. She would have
Bullshit.
walked away with it.
Wearing nothing at all.
Cold shower. Cold shower. Cold shower.
She still has her regular clothes on, you deviants.
Yes.
For now.
Well, I'm not even picturing
Busy
that. I have
now.
a completely different scene playing out in my head.
Huron might be drowning. Who knows?
Yep.
Huron
No.
is drowning. This ain't about him.
Don't worry. Don't worry. The rat is keeping watch. He's keeping vigil over your body. He will
He's
wake
holding
you.
you up a single, like you have 3 hairs. The rat's
No,
holding you.
Huron's too
barely.
big for the tub, so he's just like stopped with his snout above water.
Vena will give him a bow and then head
Yep.
on off to the bath.
He will give you like a curtsy in return and
And the
go back to cooking.
the rat's just sitting on my last bit of horn above the water,
Yep.
just saluting.
Yeah, I was good. Honestly, Huron's horns might be keeping him from going under too, just
Yeah,
like
that
clanking,
too.
clanking on the side of the.
This is the most comfortable he's been in a bit, so he's just chilling.
Anyone know that scene in Diablo 3 where it's for the Angel of Death? I can't remember what his name was, but when the Haradrim gets sucked into the death field and he's just like flailing as he's getting pulled into the pool of souls. I just imagine Huron doing that in the bathtub. Just, ah!
Who the fuck is that?
Also, Phaedon will come into the spot and like, and I think the baths are free, other than Huron, but I think I hear him.
Malthael.
I think I hear him snoring, so
Alright.
I don't think he's getting out anytime soon.
Enjoy the spa.
Enjoy the bath.
Oh, I shall.
There's radiation coming from the sauna.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to open my feet.
Like,
I'm trying to move my token.
you hear like the whistling of a boiler. It's just like. Weep! Well, not really a boiler, but
Who the fuck left the kettle on?
you just hear the whistling of steam through the rocks.
Oh, hey, Vena.
Hey,
The spa is really nice.
oh, it looks
Yeah.
very nice.
Like it is, Vena. I'm not Vena. Anana. Like it had a very herbally smell to it. Like it obviously had some like salt in it as well. Like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Your skin feels amazing.
Oh, yeah. Good shit.
Rin, did you leave this a pile of mud?
No, he would have had enough house manners to like drain it. I don't know if he would have refilled it though.
An attendant would have come in and refilled it.
He did whatever was like appropriate, like if
Yeah.
you're supposed to drain it or if somebody's there to drain it when you're done.
Yeah.
He does the appropriate measure. He has manners.
So,
So yes, there is a clean, refilled, and warm bath for Vena. As for Inanna, yes.
good shit.
But yes, it is very, very nice for all. And after a while, you will hear some footsteps and okay, and you're just gonna go near. Master Emerald has finished dinner. If you all would come,
All right, that sounds
yeah.
lovely.
And I will roll for his second course, though he does not have advantage this time.
See that? As Bill just clips the serpent through
Yep,
the fucking
yeah.
wall.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's
Meow.
just fucking yerms. See, that's a better roll for the second course.
Woo. I just saw her go.
Yeah.
Woo.
Look, it will always amuse me the way they just fucking glide.
He's a phantom.
Well, listen, especially being in fucking Castle Ravenloft
Yeah.
for nice people over here. That could be it just looked like she was just like little ghostly coming
Yeah.
over here, being like, "It's time for dinner," and then
And Faden will do
Who
the same.
does a servant come get Ren, or do they send one of the party to get him?
Oh well,
'Cause he's
the servant will knock on the door, seeing how there's steam just like pouring through the door, like
billowing.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's like
I think it's prestidigitation or
Where do
thaumaturgy
we
one.
usually sit when we have a table
Thaumaturgy.
setting as a party? How do we usually seat
yeah.
ourselves?
In a chair.
oh, and Faduin will go over and wake Huron up, just like will just knock on the door. Huron, please.
No answer.
Please wake.
No answer.
He's
No
like,
answer.
Lady Vanna, please vacate.
Uh-huh.
Cracks
Oh.
knuckles.
Vanna will be sitting there with the housewife bun on.
No,
Yep.
Lady
okay.
Vanna, I do not want you seeing anything you do not wish to see. Please vacate the bathroom.
Are you talking about naked Huron?
I
I
am
pull out my
indeed.
signal whistle.
I am indeed talking about naked Huron. Yes.
Okay.
Which
It would
implies
be
that Fadoin has
rather
seen it
crude.
and it's
They
not
went.
for-
They went to the
They-
spa together.
They went to the spa together.
Okay,
I know,
if
but it
you
implies that as
do you
they're
want
doing
hang on,
it,
do you want an actual answer? I'm going to stop that real quick, whatever foulness you're about to say, Liv.
they changed
N-
it?
You've changed.
The moose.
Faduin is just
The
is
moose
Faduin.
Faduin, the most Faduin would have seen is a sleeve.
See, I mind fucked him. Huron.
Leave.
Excuse me.
Oh my!
I was just
could not have chosen a worse word.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking like a little fucking towel. I'm not. Oh my god.
No. If we're doing this, we're doing this. Yeah,
No.
I'm no longer giving
You
you
got
the choice.
that banana hammock on.
Faduin is
No.
just trying to protect modesty here. That's all he's trying to
No.
do.
And that's
I am
good
a-
because Vena is.
I am the noble savage. Thank you.
And look,
Is his door locked or just closed?
I mean
It's closed.
the door, like that's up to Huron if he locked it. It has a lock on it.
He didn't lock it. He figured the rat would get out before him. They fell asleep.
Huron.
Yep.
Or excuse me, Faduin. One second. I take my
Mm.
signal whistle, taking a deep breath as I
No,
crack open the door.
don't. I don't want Huron breaking anything. I don't want.
Faduin like has his hand around my whistle.
Yeah, just like please don't. I don't want him getting spooked and breaking something. And he
My
will.
little
Oh my
red
God,
buddy.
like drawn all over again.
He will.
Oh, you have no idea. I wish I had. I wish I had made him as dumb as Braun.
Yeah, he's slow. Look, if you wake something up, sometimes they just spasm and break shit. Like that's not even a dumb thing. That's just like a.
You walk in and yes, he's wearing a loincloth.
And Faden will like gently shake Huron awake. Huron, it's time for dinner.
God damn it! The mic didn't pick up my yawn.
It did.
Oh
That
no,
was-
it did.
It did.
It was so realistic. Okay, good.
I
yeah.
heard it.
And
Because it was real.
yeah, and you see the rat in the
Yeah.
bucket is also taking a fat nap.
Hell yeah.
Hey, little buddy.
Solidarity.
Yeah, it
I'll
wakes.
scratch him on the nose.
He will wake
He
up.
does a little mini on.
Yeah. He does a little stretch, just like some squeaky
I'll
noises, hops
I'll pick
out,
his bucket up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put his bucket by the side.
and he will hop out and take like this very very small towel and start drying himself off, and then walk away.
Yeah, Huron will take a much larger towel.
And
Hey, Fadeawin, why are you all in here?
I just said it's time for dinner.
You see Rin standing there deviously with a whistle.
Look, it was up to you guys to say big stretch. I was saying it was stretching. It's up to
I
you.
said to Inanna wasn't there, couldn't say it. I said that to Pyro going. I said, and you say, and he said nothing.
Yeah.
Fake it.
I just yawned, bitch. Leave
Yep.
me alone. It was the big stretch was implied.
Who are these hoes?
They're the servants.
Okay.
All right,
They are the
Huron puts his walking around loincloth back on.
Rin is dressed to the nines in the finest of his clothing.
Yeah. Does Rin
Nope.
say who are these fuckers or whatever?
Who the fuck are these hoes? No.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Slade? Oh, Slade's still over here. You guys, you haven't been moving him.
Who is Slade? Who is Slade? Who is
spot at the head of the table?
Yeah,
Kidding,
I
I'm
was just
kidding.
about to say. I mean, he can. There's no one else there.
Oh, but
If-
everyone's already left. Okay, so Huron quickly shakes off, and now just full on foof.
Where?
If nobody claims it, Rin will take the other seat, the opposite, the foot of the table.
All right, now Huron
Have
will take
fun
an extra
spouting every question you have for the next 2 hours.
an extra 10 minutes just to
Yes.
bring his fur back down. No one will ever know.
This is the ideal thing. I am the furthest away from
Ah!
my ignorance.
What was that magic force that dragged me through the walls?
Who knows? But yes,
Force ghost pull.
Emerald will come out with the appetizers first, and like, I hope it is to your liking, and Rin, I don't know how, like Rin, it is
Mhm.
good to your taste. Like it's not, it's not like the best thing you've ever ate, but it is certainly
Far better than
good.
what I've had recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fish,
Wow.
fish.
Yeah. At least the fish.
This is
The first appetizer, but then the main course comes out, and Rin, this is among the best food you've ever had. Like,
Rin will kind of like dab the corners of his mouth and give
Yep.
his. That is perhaps the most wonderful culinary delight I've ever had the pleasure of tasting.
Wait, thank you. I try my best. And Vena, there is a fucking rat in here named Ratthew. Do not worry, you have not yet met him. There literally is a fucking rat named Ratthew somewhere in here. Do not worry about it.
Is anyone wearing a hat?
Have you?
Ratthew is.
No.
I will say Ratthew wears a tiny little wizard hat.
I love that
Oh.
for him.
He's a fucking cool rat wizard.
He's a wizard.
Rat wizard, a wizard.
Ricky.
Way to catch you, Ricky.
Yeah. And yeah, the rest of you are just like this is probably the best food you've ever had, and he will also bring out. Do you guys perhaps partake in alcohol, or? I have.
yeah.
I have liquors. I have wines. I don't really carry reds because they tend to wig people out.
Rin's
mean,
sad
sure.
that he's missing a good red. Actually, no. Rin's definitely a white wine bitch.
Do you carry?
Let me make a coin flip here. One is the not fun option.
I'm going to put my hands near you. You were raised near dwarves. Tit those scales.
Yeah, they are by no means a sober people.
Vena will give a weak smile and accept some alcohol.
By racial decree, you have a strong liver.
If any of you have any preferences, I have an assortment of. So anything you want. I brew my own too.
Well, it'd be a shame not to try. What is it? Is it a beer? Is it
Well,
ale?
I don't have any. I do have some beers. I have some meads that I have brewed. I have some ales.
You have sake. I recently partook of it with
He's
a.
trying to get fucked at dinner.
Sake does not taste very good. It's just very strong.
Yeah.
He
You just said,
liked
"You
it
gonna get
well.
clear by chance?" Like,
He really got into it when he was drinking with the
yeah, when you're doing sake bombs off your girlfriend's belly button, it tastes a little better.
Yeah,
Different, yeah.
it's just like he will.
I have a very strong constitution, so I need
Yep.
something a little more sweet
Yeah,
with a kick.
Emerald,
Siren
Emerald
Gold.
will smile. Oh, have you been to Malvina recently?
We've visited.
We all look at Huron.
Well, yes.
That is a wonderful city. I do have a couple of sakis. I've been
Yes, it is. And he just sees all in Huron's mind is just abs.
Just ass.
blue abs.
Blue.
Rin has to take off his helmet to detect thoughts just by the aura.
Yep.
Mm.
Just
you could grind meat on it.
yeah.
I'm not even trying to detect his thoughts. It's just being projected.
Yeah.
Latent psionics.
hmm but yeah, I do have a couple of sakis from there. I was saving them for a special occasion, but this seems to be a special enough occasion. You brought me my wonderful little potato bag, so of course I will break out the nice stuff for you.
I am very thankful.
Yeah.
And
As you know, he goes and brings out some things and pours for everyone that desires alcohol.
Oh yeah. I don't know if any of us say no.
little.
Little. 1 second.
Look, I'm a strength builder in every part of me. That includes the tongue.
Mhm.
Flex.
You just
Oh,
one with the
God.
handlebars now.
Not the schlop.
Yeah.
Schlap. Okay. Anyway.
And yeah, even though Huron says that he takes dainty sips because that's how he was taught. He's lying through his teeth. If this thing comes in a gourd, he's taking the gourd.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Guavia did have her gourds of alcohol.
Hey now.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Hey
Yes.
now.
I
She
mean,
did.
I mean that quite literally. She carried around gourds of alcohol. Like that's what she did.
Yes.
Is the Oni classic build.
Yeah.
And I'm in love.
But
She
yeah.
did the fucking Quentin Tarantino thing down her leg.
What?
I do what? I also do not know what the fuck you're talking about.
What the fuck are you
Oh,
talking
no.
about?
Shane, you know.
Yeah.
That
You
name
see,
sounds
she's gotta
familiar.
pour the alcohol down her leg onto her foot so you can.
Oh,
drink from there.
gross!
You know,
Oh
for
no!
the story, bro. For the story, bro.
Oh god! That's disgusting.
So is Quentin Tarantino a porn guy or what?
No, he's
No.
a famous director. He's just got a
Yeah.
huge foot fetish.
I knew he was director.
Pulp
Perfection, dog.
I did not
Was
know.
he from Kill Bill?
Yeah, he does.
And Pulp Fiction.
I don't know what that is.
And was it this something 7?
Ah!
Sinister 7.
Off my screen. Go away.
Anyway, but yeah, I was aware he was direct. I was not aware he had a foot fetish.
It's in every movie he directs. They have some dirty foot
I
face
haven't.
the camera
I haven't exactly.
Why is there a
watched...
ring on that foot?
Yeah.
because he wants it to be there
Why would you put a ring on your foot?
so that he can suck it off.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Yeah, I haven't exactly watched any of his movies fully through. I've seen parts, but not.
Yeah, I
like-
only recognize the name from I think Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Not you, Bill. Not you, Bill. We like you.
Speaking of Kill Bill, Pyro,
Yeah.
case in point of a shot that only a foot fetish freak would do.
Ah!
God, at least
Get
it's,
that shit out of my eyes!
at least it's
Thank you.
blurry.
Oh, was it the big blurry that was the issue with?
And
I didn't get rid of it. I
we're
said thank you for whoever got rid of it.
I deleted it.
I deleted the other one. Also,
I'm
no,
done.
gross. I'm deleting that
There's,
one too.
there's my last
Please.
piece of evidence. I
might
need you
actually
all to
go
know.
and continue down
Connor,
this.
It's not an internet theory. It's not a mild thing. This man is the freakiest foot fetishist. I've
So
ever
Shane, in
seen.
case you didn't know, you can right click on the hair fryer name, and down there says timeout liquid swish.
Okay. Anyway,
last one. I just
Let's
needed
just
you to know.
get back to the game.
yeah, I was
Fucking
Yeah.
anyway.
fuck Tarantino.
Anyway, so he was like, so he talks about to the rest of you about
Mm.
how your adventures went, how you guys found Pat and whatnot after he got distracted by hearing what happened, like the first couple nights that they found Pat.
Well, yeah, I was pretty sad to not call him Gorhoof, but yeah, but that's a good name. It's adorable.
And as I told your friend Vena, he does appreciate the name. He likes it as a nickname.
Well, yeah, it means strength, and
Yes, as I have heard.
you
But-
like to lay in my horns.
Yeah, again, I thank you all for bringing him back to me. As I was telling Lady Vena, he is my familiar, but he came from a corporeal being. So I'm not
Mm.
entirely sure if I would have been able to resummon him if he had perished. Though saying that he's not exactly living either, he's
I look at his little bat wings.
he is an undead like me. He is a strange creature, but I love him with all my heart, and I'm very glad he is back.
I'm just glad, above board. I'm just glad Vena never tried to, or not Vena. Never tried to turn undead, because I think at this point she would destroy undead.
Not that high of a CR.
It's CR0.
He's CR0.
He is 0-0. He would die the
That's
moment
true,
that you
yeah.
get, the moment that you start destroying undead with it, he would die.
It's that little ash baby meme.
I'm pretty sure you. I think you
Yeah.
get that at like level
Though I
8
though he would
or 9.
though given how I do familiars in that they are not in combat unless you put them in combat, he would
Oh,
not have
yeah.
he would not have
Okay.
been obliterated.
Yeah,
he would have been
I do not have it yet.
he would have safely been in a bag or something.
Good.
Just freaking the fuck out. Oh, what the fuck?
The fuck is that? Let me see what level I do get it at.
Oh, you start destroying them at 5.
8.
CR1 halves die.
Don't I have that in my
8th, they start dying at CR1. And then 11 CR2, 14
Nice.
CR3.
Oh.
in my features?
I have a question for you after game, Bill.
Okay, sure.
Just remind me.
I will remind you, I think, probably if I remember.
I'll just yell at you at 10:30 as usual.
Oh no, there it is. It's in a passive ability.
Wait, passive.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
there it is. Destroy undead starting at 5th level. Yeah, there it is.
Because the active ability is turn undead.
Yeah.
That's what actively gets consumed, and destroy undead is a secondary rider.
Yeah, it's a yes.
This sake is delicious.
How
That-
good is the wine?
The wine is here. Let me roll something for the brewer's supplies. He does not have expertise.
Racially profile the vampires. I think he makes good wine.
Yes.
It's a white wine, so if it was red.
Which one is?
Well, that's a humor from a different source.
Roll. Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Yeah.
Which-
I will say he may have purposefully give you a soured wine. Just smiling over there, just like.
And Rin, bound by the rules of hospitality, is forced to down the whole glass.
Yeah, he just
He
smiles over.
poured himself the
You know what?
hefty cup.
This is a good thing. Honestly, it's just like, yep, he's being spiteful because he remembered Pat again, so he's feeling a little spicy.
Vena would have just took whatever he offered.
Yes,
'cause
and Vena would have gotten a reasonable brew.
Vena and I get good wine.
Yes.
I do love, as a little side note, the brewer supplies things. Like the
Mhm.
first two make sense. The DC 10, 15, identify, detect poison. I love DC 20 is you can just become immune to alcohol for some reason.
Yeah, I fuck
You-
know.
you watch
You're-
it a couple times, you're like-
and you be sampling.
You waft the alcohol a couple times and you know it's attack pattern for your liver and you just dodge it. Like
Yeah,
what?
I don't under fucking stand what what that's about.
Huh?
But
No.
unless
liver
it's
dodges.
unless it means like
You're retarded.
you're messing with the drink and like nullifying the alcohol sometime
In which
at
case
some
you're
point.
just
I would make an argument for a drunk monk.
I mean, that's different. Like, how would you use brewer's tools to ignore the effects of alcohol? I would say like you would have to have access to the
You make a
whatever.
phenomenal anti-alcohol chaser.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
If
Anyway,
you're proficient in brewing supplies, you be drinking.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
fair enough.
You know those little things
Gragus.
they sell at liquor stores where it's the like no wine hangover drop,
bomba.
the no hangover drops. It's that.
Right, Sheena's made a Gragas build.
You just oh my
I
god! So
have-
literally
I
just
have.
you know to have some electrolytes.
Oh, never mind. I retract my statement. I'm sorry, my
Yeah.
liege. I was not familiar with your game, my liege.
Where the fuck was I?
All right, let me go ahead and roll Vena's saving throw because she's weak to alcohol.
Yeah. Weak to alcohol.
What?
Oh,
What save
God.
are we
Oh
making?
god, yeah.
A con save?
Let's
Okay.
fucking go.
Dude, yes.
Here
Like
comes where it's all.
Huron, unless you're like drinking heavily, you don't have to roll a con save.
Okay, no, he's not like chugging. He's just he's savoring it and the abs.
Yeah, he's like, unfortunately, I did not brew that myself, so you don't get to. I have.
No, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Thank you.
Yes, that is important. The other stuff I have brewed myself.
Rin will kind of clear so.
Yeah, and you will see the one bottle like Anana and Vena have their own bottle, and then there's a separate bottle over at Rin's side of the table.
I don't mean to be a poor host or guest, but I would investigate the batch of this wine. There may be some pollutants.
Did the
within
cork
it.
did the cork get fouled? Let me see that. And he looks at the cork. He's like, "Oh, it rotted through. Oh, that's why."
He glided over to you.
Yeah, he's just like
Straight up vinegar in there.
no,
On the ceiling.
and
he
honestly,
magneto floated you.
honestly, he like you see like mist come from his feet, and he just sort of floats over. He's just like, "Oh, yes, I think the cork was fouled. That'll explain things. Do you want me to get you
The way
something
he's
else?"
speaking, I think
If you have
I think this was a target in itself.
Hey Ren, you should try this one. It's rather good.
What is it?
Vena?
Oh, it's the same. It's the same batch as yours. I think the cork just held up better on that one.
I'll need something to wash my
I'm
mouth
gonna make
out.
an insight check on this. I feel like Anana would start to pick up on it at this, especially because she knows about the grudge and the murder attempts.
Yeah, you can make me an insight.
Rin is too busy drinking
Yeah.
another wine.
Anana,
It's something-
he is not trying to hide it all that much.
Oh no,
Uh-huh.
you're sick, buddy.
No, Vena, I think I think that Rin just maybe doesn't have very evolved taste buds.
And Rin, yeah, you
What?
don't.
Hand
Wow.
slams
Yeah.
on the table, and
Yeah,
I'm staring you down.
Yeah, Rin, you do not
I'm
detect.
just grinning.
You do not detect any hint of insincerity in him. Like it must have been a mistake, you know. And Anana and Vena were right next to each other. Of course, they're gonna share. But you're all the way over there. You took the head of the table. You had to
That
give you
makes
your own wine.
Oh,
Just come over here, Ren. And she'll take their bottle and pour it in her own glass and just like slide it towards him. Like, here, take this one.
Why does it keep zooming in when we chat?
I don't know.
Because
Oh, I
it-
have to.
By the way, the Huron actually does like do the thing where he pours it in the tiny cup and just sips it. It just does it a lot.
Yeah, you have been
If-
given all the
if-
paraphernalia.
Yo.
If offered, Rin will try the guy's like actual
Yeah.
wine.
And yeah,
I have a question. How much wine is left in the bottle after Vena pours?
uh, given that Vena has drank enough to get visibly drunk, there's not a lot. Maybe half a glass left.
Uh-huh.
Bedouin,
Not anymore. I'm gonna finish it off.
I'll lean over. Bedouin, how proficient in
She already
alcohol
poured,
is
she already poured it in the
Vena?
glass. You just steal the glass?
Locked
So
eyes.
just a
with
glass
Rin.
you've already drunk out of, and an empty bottle now.
Bedouin,
Is
how-
There perhaps
Hold on,
another
wait. Vena already poured whatever was left in that bottle into her glass and slid it, like trying to get Rin to take it. Did you just grab it from her?
I thought
She
you said
drank what was
slid
left in the bottle.
to Rin.
No.
No. She poured it into the cup and then slid the cup over, and she's like, "Come here, come here."
I
I thought you were sliding in the bottle.
I got what you were saying, Shane. I assumed
Yep.
Rin was gonna go for the bottle and take whatever was left,
I
and I thought Inanna took that option away.
I was under the impression of same impression as Leave, but okay, but yes. So Rin does get his wine, and Rin it does taste rather nice, like more like the appetizers level of like it's good wine. It's not like the most fantastical that you've ever had, but it is definitely acceptable. It's not barefoot. It's better than barefoot.
Acceptable.
It's better than barefoot. I'm sorry, it's Liberty Creek.
Oh my god, that's the amount lit.
Oh my
of
god!
this
I
drink.
do not get me started, please.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
Okay.
It's a brand. It's a
It's
brand.
it's wine.
Cheap ass wines.
I enjoy my wines. I do not.
Rin will have like 3 to 4 glasses.
There's so he will get another bottle if you're drinking that much.
He really wants to wash
Yeah.
the taste of the rotten wine out of his mouth.
Emerald will get another bottle, and yeah, it'll be more actually good stuff now that he's done playing his little prank.
Does well, Rin has no reason to make this check. But Connor wants to know if he's done, like if he's got it out of his system, or if he still holds a grudge.
I mean, your past insight check, he seems happy.
Yeah.
He seems to have made a genuine mistake.
He's been a great host.
He's been a great host. He gave you more wine once if you had just told him earlier, he would have dealt with it earlier. You didn't have to drink the whole glass.
Yeah, the rules of hospitality. You don't refuse.
He will look over to Vena. Are you all right? There, Vena.
Oh, I'm fine. It's rather good. In Krikira, they just always drank ale. It's so strong. It's so much smoother.
I do enjoy my smoothness, though. I will say an occasional dwarven ale is sometimes hits the spot. Sometimes the burn is nice. When I'm not feeling anything, sometimes it's nice to feel something. Anyway.
Sometimes I had to drink when they had other nobles around, and the ale just hits me like a truck.
Rin just fucking.
What's
just
a truck?
excuse
This is
me.
getting too entertaining to remain at the end of the table. He takes like his glass of wine and the bottle, like after finishing his food, and comes and sits down just to watch the show.
She's just leaning into the table with her elbow, and she's holding her head up.
Were there a seat next to Vena, he would probably sit there and like top up her glass with water. But
with water. Okay, I was gonna say Emerald would give you.
No, it's actually water. He would try and play it off like he's.
Yeah, Emerald would shoot you a dirty glare if you had done anything other than more than water.
No, he would give her water, but being a shitheel, he would be like, "Oh," he would use the empty wine bottle and fill it with water, and then all to have the bit.
Reverse Jesus.
I'm that evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Turn my wine into water.
Yeah,
exchange.
I certainly had trouble.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Holding some.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Holding my own against some of the drunkenness that when I was in my court phase, though I will say I am certainly not in the culture like of the dwarves. That I assume that would have been much worse for you.
Oh, it was fun sometimes, because then I would get escorted out under the guise of the alcohol when I could just say whatever I wanted to them instead.
I as far as I am aware, the dwarves are quite a proponent of free speech. You didn't feel like you could.
Oh, not the dwarf ones. They were fine with it. It was like the international nobles and the other, the rest of them. She just kind of like rubbing her temple and like waving her hand around in the air, like. But yeah, they didn't last very long. ended up getting just kind of stonewalled from it. I didn't miss it very much, though.
I can't say I miss my time as well. I had an older brother, and he was usually the one to do it. But then some things came out. Turns out he was a bastard, and he
Oh.
was exiled.
Hmm.
So I had to take up the mantle of doing all that sort of things. And my father was such an asshole.
Um, I'm sorry to hear that. I
Yes.
luckily never had to deal with any of the like inheriting the house nonsense. It's just started out paladin, devoted to my king and all.
Yes, I mean, I eventually told him to shove it, and I went on my own, and eventually he kicked the bucket. He got a little too ahead of himself and got himself into some sort of machination, and then he
Mm.
got himself offed. He was not exactly well liked.
She'll like tap the table towards him, like ridiculously aggressive. Well, I'm happy for you that you got out if you wanted to.
Thank you, Miss Vena.
You seem other than the other than the involuntary vampirism, you seem very happy.
Involuntary.
Oh
Oh.
yes.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have
No,
said
you
that.
do not. It is something I gave you willingly. I'm very well, I wouldn't say very open, but I am open to sharing to the others. But yes, I was turned without my consent. And if we're being open here, it was a past lover of mine, actually.
Oh.
Sips wine.
That is
Yes,
really
I'm so sorry.
yeah, he
I,
was. We had spent a wonderful night together, and he thought it was a great idea to turn me in my sleep because surely my long elven lifespan was not enough for him when he could have me forever as his thrall.
Ooh. What's a,
terrible.
I
I'm
hope you
assuming I
horrible,
hate.
unspeakable things to him.
Oh, I certainly ended up giving him what he deserved.
Good.
I have made some friends, and he was not
Bring him here this instant. I have words and smites,
Oh,
and then more worded smites.
oh, do not worry, he is long dead. I he was
Like undead or.
oh dead, re-dead.
Oh, okay.
Uh, he as much as he wanted me to be his thrall, he still had some semblance that we were a loving couple, so he did not exactly police me all that well. I contacted a wizard, and I wanted him to suffer, so I feeble-minded him. Well, I didn't. I got someone
Ooh.
to feeble-mind him.
I don't know what that is, but
Oh,
it
base.
sounds
It
I'm
is.
effective.
I'm sure Rin's familiar with what a feeble mind is.
Oh yes, it is very. It's a. Ren would be familiar. It's a very nasty spell that removes all reason from a person.
That's quite the payload you dropped on him. Though it sounds like he deserved that and more.
He
What did you
does it again, whatever it is.
What
Oh,
did you do with him once you had broken his brain?
I let him off.
Oh, whoa.
I let him off, and I eventually watched him burn in the sun. I'm, and as much as I sound thankful for his death, I did not exactly take pleasure in killing him anymore. Well, in the moment, I will not lie, I did, but it is quite embarrassing in the
I
afterthought.
know what you mean, I think. Yeah, I know what you mean. but
stop
you're
providing
you're
for-
free of his wretched existence now, and that's all that matters.
Mm.
I think that's the thing that people don't always realize about justice. It's satisfying. Yes. Especially when it's someone gets what they deserve, it's their comeuppance. But it's still difficult to see a life end. Or an unlife, if that's how you think of it, but
Mm.
either way, it's still weighty. It's very normal to feel that way, even if it is just and deserved.
In truth, the moment I stopped feeling that what I did was in some way abhorrent is the day I feel like I lose a large part of my humanity, and I dread when that day will come, for it surely will, but for now I still look back and grit my teeth at my previous actions.
For what my opinion's worth, I think the remorse for your action, I think the remorse for your actions speak more to it. Fell full elven there for a minute. The voices took over. For what it's worth, I think your remorse for the loss of his life speaks that you have gained some fraction of humanity rather than lost it. I have known far too many in positions of power like ours to revel in bloodshed, and the fact that it still haunts you, however long ago it was, should be some thread of hope that you have retained some humanity more so than a handful of mortals.
Oh,
Rin's a
and
little
that's
in his
like the nicest thing you've ever said.
Holy shit.
deepest sip of his cup.
Dana's gonna slip out of her chair and go behind Rin and just give him a, like, over around the neck hug and just like rest her cheek on his head and be like, "Oh, that was so deep of you."
Rin's whole body shudders.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, and yeah, Amarad is actually a little taken aback. He's like, "Well, thank you, thank you, Ren. That was
Rin does have a very visible change in body language as he says it. He's very much sober and chilled by the discussion here.
I appreciate
is-
you. And I apologize for threatening you earlier.
I would do the same if someone had made perceived threats against my family
Not
of
perceived.
followers.
mm, True, I did, but you you brought me him back, and I should not have pushed you on that when things were clearly in the past. As much as I said your first impressions were lacking, your, let's say, second impressions are very much in the better direction. I thank you for that.
You're welcome. And I hate to cut this reunion short as he gets up with and is helping stabilize Vena.
Mhm.
As much
Uh.
as I've loved the luxury of the baths, he puts you in a seat. The wine bottle and glass are not there when you are sat down. They're in his hand.
Where are you going?
Hang on. Do you happen to have a music room here? I've I've enjoyed the luxuries of the baths, but a part of me yearns for a good musical moment. I
I can certainly play something for you. I have
It's not that I need to hear music, and he'll just kind of you all will see him kind of spinning his ring. I just need an area I can. If you don't have a music room, it's fine.
well, I have my personal study upstairs that I sometimes use for that, but over on the other side where there's the round part of the building, there's a little stage, and I have a lot of instruments over there. It's not exactly, it's more of a entertainment room, but if
That'll work.
you wish
The
to
acoustic
use,
should be fine.
Yeah, if you wish to use
And
it, go ahead.
I shouldn't need any of your instruments. I have my own. During this time, could I have had Slade bring me a glass of quote wine that's just water to sit in front of Vena?
The
Yes, he will.
when you were messing with your ring,
Hmm.
Vena noticed it like everyone else would have, and she would have like been like, "Oh, you," but even with disadvantage, she got an 18. So you'll just see her like put her finger crookedly to her lips, like, "Shh."
Sure. Here, Vena, would you finish this for me? And I set down quote my glass of wine, which is just
Yeah.
the water.
Okay.
I'd hate to be a bad host. Would you help me out? And I give them all the look
Mhm.
that, like, this is clear. They all can tell by this is not wine. This is
Yep.
crystal clear. If you'll excuse me. And he will
Yes.
depart to the music room. And if anybody kind of goes on that half of the estate, they will hear some, at first gentle and low, and then eventually fairly loud viol playing.
Mhm. He makes me want to take up my viol, but I sense that this is a rather personal matter, and he wouldn't appreciate a duet. But
It is a very somber and mournful tune.
Mhm. It's
Like
crispy.
McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah. Oh, if the rest of you are tired, I can lead you to the rooms. You can each have your own individual runs, and I'll
Oh, I'm not tired. Where's everyone going?
here.
Um,
Like Emerald will just like walk over to Veda and just like, do you mind?
Huh? No.
Okay, and he will like just go and princess carry you and just scoop you up with ease ill befitting of someone of his stature.
She'll put her hands on her face, but have one of her eyes peeking out.
uh, so Huron is going to ask to go to bed. Pretty much because I gotta go. But
Yeah, I
one
he
real
was
quick thing before I go that I think is actually hilarious. Dad walked in a few minutes like
R-
right before Rin started talking about
right before I had the thing where I said something like genuinely nice and
Yeah.
kind-hearted, Huron was unable to hear because Pyro was pulled away by his dad. Yet
yeah.
again. Yet again.
And then I sat down where everyone was just glazing, going, "Oh
Wow,
shit!"
Rin was nice. What did I? Huh? I just messaged you. I basically just told him he was more human for regretting the death of his former lover than for letting him die, and that there's plenty of normal human mortals who would not lose a wink of sleep.
Mhm.
And then his
Okay.
mood very clearly shifted south, and then he did the
Yeah.
whole, if you'll
Um.
excuse me.
Yeah, and I will
All right.
show.
Actually, hearing that, Huron's gonna he's gonna go and listen to him for a little bit, but then he'll go to bed.
Why has Ren been spun? Okay, but yeah, that's the room. There's
Spam. But
there's
anyway,
this stage that seems very nice.
He'll
And
have
then
his back to the doors for the most part.
Mhm.
One chair up there, and is just playing that sad, somber,
yeah, and
makes your heart want to weep kind of
yeah, and
classical music.
he will bring the rest of you guys up towards the bedrooms, which are in this top corner.
If do we walk past that room that Rin's in while he's
Yeah,
It's not
insisting?
far.
it's not far away, and it's
Good night.
quite an open room. So
You're
like,
definitely here.
yeah,
When she hears it, she's gonna like take her hands off of her face and just look at Emma or Emerald. I fucked up his name. Is that Rin? I want to listen. Can you bring
Oh,
me over there instead?
certainly, certainly, miss. Also,
Thank you.
you,
Oh my god.
if any of you have trouble with my name, I know Elvish is difficult for some. You can just call me Emmer.
Oh, but your full name's pretty. I don't
Oh
mean
my.
to mess it up.
I'm not saying you did. You you've been done quite well so far. I just sometimes Emmer feels better. But Thank you. My mother named me, and she's the one parent I did like, so I appreciate it.
Oh, that's so cute.
And you know,
I
late.
really do have to thank you for this because I've never seen her like this before.
Yeah. Fadeawin, was it? Yep. It's like if you would, that larger one should be set up for you. There should be a separate. It's a dual one. It's a separate room for you two. It's like, all right, and we'll go up here. Oh no, wait, sorry, no, it was this one. Boop, over there. And then, yeah, and then Rin and Slade will get that one. And then there's, oh wait, was there one for Huron? I forget.
As Faduin's walking into his room, Vayne will like point at him, be, remember to memorize how the room is so you can set it back when we leave.
So like, she will just like, Emmer will just pat Vayne's head. Do not worry about such things. I'm not so. I am not so persnickety that having a chair out of place will send me into a tizzy.
I'm not saying it's you. It's just, it's polite, right?
These rooms are meant to be lived in, so live in them if you wish.
Damn right.
At least for the night, or a couple nights. I don't know how long you wish to stay here, but you can stay here as long as you wish.
Oh, I'd love to stay here for a while, but we need to get to Sundragira.
Yes, of course. I've heard from Pat about and you guys that you guys are adventurers. I know you don't stay in such places for too long, but
Have to wander around and solve problems and help people.
yes,
I've been trying to do that.
mhm. And as far as I'm aware, you've done a very good job of that. You should be, you know, you should be proud of yourself.
Why,
Pat has been,
before we met Pat, I messed up a little and someone died for it. She'll just have tears start coming out.
oh dear, and he will take out a little handkerchief and just like give it to her and like dry her eyes. We all make mistakes, you know. You, I'm sure you did your best, and it's regrettable what happened, but you regret it. You change things. You do better in the future.
I try. I try. Oh, hey,
Yes,
Nonna.
Hi.
as they,
You come into the music room.
Sure.
It's
yeah, as
fun. We have you and Rin and yeah.
and Emerald will plonk. Well, not plonk. That's a little rude, but he will gingerly place Vena into a chair to listen, as Slade has been standing around.
Thank you for the lovely transportation.
Mhm. I will leave you three alone. This seems personal, and
Oh,
my hearing's a little too good for me to linger a while. Hear the music from elsewhere.
Thank you again.
Mm,
okay. Well, I hope you have a nice evening.
mm. I will I will be in my library, and it is just across the way. And he will like go in here and close the door.
I threw a video up there. You want to throw it in the watch together?
You can put in the watch together, big man.
I didn't want to take it from. I didn't want to force it.
Yeah. If you're already there, yeah, you can do it if you want. I'll do it
It's there.
real quick. Okay.
It's there. But Rin will not notice you all enter. He seems to be. Uh, no offense, Shane. but I don't think Vena is in any way to pick up on the subtleties of how he's playing. I would say Anana, who is cut to the core of Rin every time he's tried to hide something.
Let's find out.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Oh no,
Uh,
not history, insight.
I would have said advantage because of how much you know about him, but that's enough. He's playing.
Too, so.
He is rushing on the notes in such a way that you could almost see Rin trying to run away from something he's thinking about by playing faster. And so you catch him. It's a beautiful piece he's playing. With the keen ear for music, you catch him rushing it just a bit. And you're able to pick up he's not in a great way. And you definitely know that he's not clocked any of you are in the room. Besides maybe Slade.
How well is he actually playing them?
I can roll for that.
Hey,
But
you can roll for
So,
like you don't
I
have
don't know
to,
if you
but
know
you can if you
enough
want.
about. I don't know how like really in depth with music you are to know this, but there is a thing with musicians specifically. It's more so with singers and accompanists, but I've come to know that it's true with a lot of musicians that if you have one that is setting a certain tempo, whether they're consciously aware of it or not, you can subconsciously get them to change their tempo by doing different things. So, singers, it's about where you breathe. And it's if you're breathing early, then you can get your accompanist to speed up. If you keep breathing very, very late, without even just like I am singing slower, you can do very subtle things to get someone to change the tempo. So Anana is just going to pull out her lute, with which she is proficient, shockingly, and she's going to just join in a counterpoint, but just slowing it down by like 2 clicks.
Mhm.
I would say you want to give a contesting performance check to see who takes over the melody.
Mhm.
She's not trying to take the melody. It's basically
Well,
like
yeah,
Well, I mean,
the
you're
melody
leading.
yeah,
backup.
you can roll just to see how well you maintain that tempo and like are able to like push him like that.
I was hearing it as you were like helping Rin catch a breath by trying to.
It's basically you are drawing and she is helping your arm.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
Yeah.
She's
fucking
assisting you.
Anana, you can certainly roll to try to do such things.
I'm clicking on loot and nothing is happening.
You have to roll performance and just
You
add your
can
proficiency.
you can roll performance. There should be a thing if you have it in your inventory. It should be able to loot.
Oh, in my inventory, let's see.
Yeah, you can't just click the proficiency,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I'm gonna try that, but we can still use the 11.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to use dexterity instead of charisma. Ooh.
I mean, you can use either one. I assume charisma's higher for you. Oh,
Neat.
jeez.
I mean,
You can
we're
keep
gonna
the
stick with the
11.
11.
Yeah, keep the 11. Like it's the same
But
roll
good to
anyway.
know how to use it now.
Yeah.
Rin is swallowed up in the song.
Yes, use loot.
Use loot.
I am proficient. How do I tell it I'm proficient? Does it know?
It is proficient. Yeah, it says it says it at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It knows.
It should
Yeah,
add it. If
it
you look in the
knows.
formula, it'll guarantee.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
You
Uh,
suck.
Mm.
Better use that meta inspiration.
No better
Honestly,
time.
this is a good time, yeah.
Yeah, if you wanna.
Another one.
Yeah, Veda,
If
I'm
you
not
Anana.
Veda. Jesus Christ, Anana. You take it out and you start strumming it, and it is. Oh, you must have put it back tuned wrong or something because it is
You
not.
dropped your bag.
Yeah, you dropped your bag or
You
something.
untune that motherfucker immediately.
So yeah, if you.
Back when I played cello, that thing, like, I'm trying to pull that thing through a door and it bonks. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. There we go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So yeah, Anana, you do a quick tuning job. You're like shit. Just we're able to fix it and start playing it, and Rin, whether you notice it or not. You like there is music coming, and what you do with that is up to you. But it is
He
un-
is in a flow state. He does not even question that more music is added, and he just kind of relaxes and lets it into the song. His eyes are shut. At that distance, you'd see there are some faint tears coming down his cheek. Uh, what are the odds Inanna knows the name of classical pieces, like the names of the music?
it depends.
Or is she just
It depends where this piece is from. If it's from the material
Yeah.
plane, is it a
well? Strings are not a traditional Earth Genasi instrument.
okay? So I can
This would
roll.
likely be an international thing, so probably a material plane composer.
Is it the equivalent of something like Fur-Elise or Clair de Lune, or is it like, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony type title shit?
I wouldn't say it's as common as Fur-Elise, but I wouldn't say it's ultra unknown.
So, but it's something along those
Like,
lines.
like a Tchaikovsky.
It's gonna be. Oh, it's like the the dance
If
of
you're
the swans or something like
if
that.
if you're in the music world, you might have heard of it. Normal passerby, anybody on the street knows Fur-Elise. If you've got proficiency with a music instrument, there's a chance you know it. It's
Okay.
probably just a character choice. Does she know a lot
Yeah.
of classical music or more like beboppy bar songs?
Be more of less of bebopy bar songs, but more of like oral tradition things. So it would be more of like things that she's picked up on her travels, or myths and legends that have been told through song and passed down through generation. And like she learned, everybody learns to play hot cross buns on their, as they're learning to play the instruments. And so she knows like things, or, she may have heard something and plunked it and kind of plucked it out and seen what it is. So there are going to be certain things that she knows, but like some more obscure pieces she wouldn't necessarily know the name of, but she might be like, yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, enough to know like the tune, but not like I know all the notes, but
People can know what Pachelbel's canon is without knowing it's called Pachelbel's canon.
yes.
I'm sorry, cellist. I'm sorry.
Fuck that song.
G of sharp.
Oh my fuck, that song sucks.
I know, it's the worst for cellists.
Just want to fucking lobotomize myself.
You play what? Like 7 notes?
Yeah, it's.
It's like singing an alto line.
Oh. Okay, let's get back into it though.
Rin is playing there with you. So yes or no, Liv? Do you know the name of the title? Because I've got a little bit of fluff to tell you if you say yes.
I would say I wouldn't know the title, but I
Okay.
I would recognize the song enough where it's one of those. Yes, I've.
You would have heard it played at funerals.
Yeah, but not knowing the title.
This piece specifically would be a not uncommon funeral piece.
Oh, she's a cleric. She knows funeral songs. She wouldn't know the name of it, but she would immediately clock that this is a funeral dirge.
He
over here
plays on for a few minutes with you, and you see him like kind of catching up on his breath until eventually he just kind of stops and puts down the bow. And he still kind of hears the music, and now he's kind of coming out of it and hears you.
I'm just looking at him.
Wipes away the tears. I didn't hear you come in. Sorry.
No, you didn't. And you're not getting out of telling me what that was about.
Very powerful song.
I would know. I've heard it enough times. But that's
Well,
not what I mean.
Do you know the story behind it?
I know it's mournful. I know it's
titled For My Mother Luna. It is a piece written by a prime material composer. After years estranged with his mother, a final reconnect on her deathbed. He spent 6 months waiting on her, edging out what time he could, and on the morning of her passing, he sat down and composed this piece, which he then subsequently played for the first time as they were lowering her into the dirt.
Which would be why it's played at funerals. And where did you first hear it?
I, as fitting with me, it was not at a funeral. I was out on a diplomatic mission with my mother, and she had bought me a book of orchestral pieces, and this was among them. It was one of the first pieces I really memorized. I remember playing it for her, over and over, and something about our conversations tonight about being forced into the diplomatic seat, and it had recurred to me how long it'd been since I'd played, and I felt I needed to let something out of my soul, and I'm not sure I got all of it.
Mm. And how long has it been since you've spoken to your mother?
How long have I been on the road now? I mean, I've spoken to her in passing many times right before I made my journey here, but she's a very diplomatic woman and is often here on the material plane. So it's not uncommon to have her missing at family dinners, and even then, with as many siblings as I have, getting conversation time with any one member is rare. Inanna, you will remember what Rin has told you about his mother, about relating back to back when he was doing the mind breaking for that Yanti.
Mm.
He had been recounting that he didn't want to become like her, and I imagine being a wisdom caster, you piece together who her might be.
Yeah.
He'll set the instrument down and stand up. Oh my God, Vena, you're still standing and you haven't fallen.
Well, she's mostly leaned against the platform, so.
Well, you know, B plus.
Oh, she
I
got carried.
wanted to. I wanted to listen to your music. I could hear it.
She got
It's,
carried.
it's, you and Anana were playing. It was very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was very much off my game. I have not brought this into tune in a while. I just bought this in Kendra, but the second time we went back there, I realized how I had been missing it. You know, I had originally wanted to tour the material plane playing music, not unlike how our host,
Like a
uh,
bard.
the very same.
Why don't you?
Win bard.
It's funny you should ask, Inanna. There are certain responsibilities to being the firstborn. It is my duty, whether I like it or not, to take up the throne and run the house when my parents pass on.
That's
I
it.
bear the sole duty of allowing my other siblings a chance to live how they choose.
Oh, of course. Naturally. I know all about that, but
Oh, I don't know about that.
that's then.
I actually don't have a whole lot of responsibility as a firstborn. I kind of just. He does like the sword swinging motion. I do that one.
Well,
And you do it
I
very
have I have less sword swinging duties and more diplomatic tours I'm expected to run regularly to maintain relations between my family and others within the plane of Earth and beyond.
We're gonna talk about swinging a different kind of sword.
Hey now, that's a different sibling.
You're the first
Wait,
one. The air is your job.
Ray, you don't use swords.
No, I do not.
But you said that that's your responsibility when they've died.
Yes.
But unless something's happened since the last time you spoke with them,
No.
they're still alive.
It is still my duty to remain ingrained in our societal duties, such that when they do pass from incident or age, then I am not suddenly appearing in the social sphere and that I've had a presence. Brief tours of absence, such as now, are permitted, but
But isn't your
to
mother diplomatically traveling across the prime plane?
lower oneself into a performer's
Mm,
place would be unbecoming of a crown prince.
Vane is just grumbling.
He says with an accuracy as if he is repeating verbatim something he has been told ad nauseum.
Oh. But not on the prime material.
Of course, where else could I make a fool of myself but not
No.
even from our ancestral home, but
Rin.
amongst the lowly primes?
Rin,
Hmm.
do you understand that the ability to not only play, but afford an instrument, especially like the one you have, and the upkeep and the skill and maintenance required, that's a luxury. That's something afforded to nobility and even royalty often. On the prime
Yes.
material plane, that is a status symbol.
And here you look at jewelry as if it were some rare commodity. Where I come from, we swim in seas of diamond.
Of course.
It's
But your
not the
diplomacy occurs here.
in
Wouldn't it?
part.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, but she pulls herself up on the stage and wobbles up to Rin.
Right.
Family this, noble that.
Catch
You're
girl.
with us right now. You're not doing the family stuff. We're your impromptu family right now. So you get to do all the stuff you want to. Like the instrument and being a bard. And she goes over and scoops up your hands and she's going to start trying to dance with you.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Rin immediately falls into lockstep of ballroom dancing, trying to
You
guide
gotta
her.
you gotta fix that because I gotta
He's
fucking.
trying to help her and counteract the disadvantage for your sake. He's like, oh, okay. I've led many a drunken maiden before, he says internally. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It'd be a rude thing to say. That's just nobility and balls. That's normal.
See, isn't this fun?
Uh,
Rin,
Dexterity based performance, I assume that was probably the most.
sure. I mean, I'm not going to police you on something like this. This is
If that's
for
appropriate,
yeah.
I can change it if you need.
Look,
will-
this is up to you.
Seeing Vena falter, he will quickly pull her up, grab her lower back, and get a firm grip on her so she's not teetering, and then quickly shuffle. Her footwork is atrocious, but from the waist up,
yeah.
they look like they've got it down. And if you're not listening to the clop, 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 clop of shoes, Rin's is immaculate.
Vena is surprisingly easy to move around when she's not covered in armor.
There you go.
Not
Dun,
surprising.
dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3.
As you are remedying her horrible dance skills, that is much further hindered by the drunkenness. She kind of just leads on you and is smiling and giggling, and she's like, "See, isn't this so fun?"
I will admit, the ballroom scene is quite the fun place to mingle. And he will try to give you a little spin and then immediately realize, oh, she's very drunk. I should not do this. She might puke. Just a fucking helicopter puke on the dance stage would be the worst.
Certainly, you could bargain for the ability to, I don't know,
Hmm,
disguise yourself.
bargain this, bargain that, compromise.
Someone
Just
else.
Ren, just get exiled like me, and we just run around. Come
Oh,
on, it's easy. Just
back that truck up.
make him mad.
Trucks
Rin,
tonight. Hold on.
Rin staggers for the first time in the dance and then keeps going. You know,
Oh, you're not getting out of talking about that one.
oh,
Let's dig
she
into that.
is.
Let's dig into
She's,
that.
Huh?
you know, if there's anyone I'd like to be exiled with, Inanna or Vena, it'd be you. You are quite the treat of company.
Well, I'm a professional, so I
Well,
can guide you.
well,
Yeah, we'll be talking
if
about
I
that
need
when it's
tips,
over.
perhaps in the morning, as I twirl her so she doesn't hear me.
Ooh.
Consider that. You could travel as anyone if you're
You
able
can
to.
be
I
Rin.
I
You're
do
Rin right now.
He doesn't
I
have
do
to be himself. If he
I
listen,
do.
Why
he can
not? He's some.
be himself.
I like Rin. He doesn't have to change, and she's just gonna say "fuck the dancing" and just grab onto you.
Oh boy. Okay. I just kind of hold her, and she's probably a little dizzy now.
Tectonus the Third. Sorry,
Mm,
Tectonus the Third. Can't
I
traveling
Glare.
guard.
I never remembered his titles. He's just Rin,
Well, those
and
are
I like
those,
Rin.
I think
those
he
are just
should
my
be.
names. My titles are much longer.
If
Oh,
he thinks that Rindau Tectonus the Third shouldn't be marching around as a traveling bard, then he can change himself to look however he likes and be just Rin and travel around as a traveling bard, and then it'll never reflect
yeah, yeah,
on
Rin.
gained
Make the other two Rins do it.
Well, one of them's questionably dead, and the other one's my father, who.
Questionably. I'm not letting you get out of that one either.
Well, it's a bit
Yeah,
of a family superstition, that when you make a deal with an archdemon and then you mysteriously disappear one
Ooh.
day, you can't really be
Renata takes
sure.
her out of her bag and just starts jotting down notes of things to ask them in the morning.
Vana just like grabs onto your neck a little more with her kind of like hanging hug, and she's like, "You're not supposed to do that.
Well,
Demons are not good."
I mean, I didn't make the deal with the archdemon, but how else is a mortal Earth Genasi supposed to rise to nobility except through some extraordinary power and some very
Mm,
offer-draining deals?
you don't need nobility. It's overrated. It's always so worried about nobility. What's wrong with being a person?
Well, for the one
Alright,
part,
we're
from
about getting to that point where it's about to hit.
No,
We're about to cross away from happy, sappy, dancy Vena. We're about to hit.
no. I'm not going to sleep if that's what you're inquiring.
I never said go to sleep. I'm suggesting that you lay down.
I don't want to do that either.
What about sitting?
Mm-mm. She's just gonna hold on to Rin more.
Alright, so what if we go to your bedroom to speak
No.
and you just sit on
I
the
know
bed?
your tricks. I know your tricks, cleric.
Alright, then
You're gonna
stand
say, we're just gonna go into the room, and then you're gonna banish
stand
me.
on the bed. And you're gonna stand on the bed and then we
Yeah.
can
do I have permission to make her easier to corral?
absolutely not.
No.
Fine.
I don't
She's
want to be
already
easy to
been
corral.
as it is if I really wanted to. But I want her to do it of her own accord. It's
I
better
just
that
would.
way.
I don't want her to get hurt fighting to go to bed.
I won't get hurt. There.
I'll just pick her up. But
Yeah,
right
you
now,
easily pull her off of me. Okay.
Eh.
it's not an issue yet. If it does become an issue, then I'll just pick her up. But for now,
But to answer your question about nobility is a ceasing of the argument. The elemental kind acquiring wealth and power have their benefits as he kind of like pulls a string of magic between his fingers, sort of alluding to the fact that without it he has no powers.
okay, Ford.
I do have a reputation to maintain should I desire to keep any kind of ability to protect myself, my house, or my family.
And that's why I said to create a temporary reputation.
I have
What would you like?
taken it to heart, and will take quite some work to hide gestures to his whole body. My distinctive outline, but
Motherfucker, you have magic.
not the kind you are talking about. I mean,
But I know there are people that can do it, and I'm certain you could
that's
bard
why I'm looking
But
into it.
he's gonna need all the pretty boy stuff. He's gonna be a bard. Like I thought they gotta. I
Vena,
thought that's how it works, right?
Vena, my love. Vena, look at me with your crossed eyes.
They're not crossed.
They're
Crossed ankles.
slightly crossed. Follow my finger. Don't move your head. No, you're moving your head. Just your. No, it's not going to work. I'm just gonna cup her chin. Do you think that any disguise Rindau would craft for himself would not be an absolute stunner?
Rin kind of just hits a pose.
But it's fake.
But
I like the real one.
I listen, and we know the real one. But maybe random strangers don't need to.
I do have a drug cartel wanting to hunt me down.
That
So,
I forgot that one.
you know, it might be a skill that's useful if we ever move back towards Malvina.
right? Which
Possibly.
we definitely want to because I know Huron's going to get impatient
Well.
at some point.
Well, it's a shame Huron went to bed. I feel like he misses every moment of my character depth. Alas. I guess I'll
He's
just have to
just-
double down on the meanness in the morning.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I won't.
I like when you all get along.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't
Suddenly,
worry about that.
out of nowhere,
Don't worry about that.
a hammer,
He
a
said
chandelier
that's
falls.
probably rolling.
Don't worry about it.
Imagine if he rolled Huron, we would be like, uh-oh, and that's where we'll leave off tonight. Oh. Rin will kind of just step away from Vena while you've got her held, Inanna. I've told you the ins and outs of my predicament as well, Inanna.
I
Yes.
don't know predicament or the
Well.
ins or the outs.
Well,
Well, he
perhaps
seems very
in the
serious
morning.
about it. He's certain that if anyone knows the full extent of it, then we'll die a terrible death.
Yes.
Ooh.
And perhaps in the morning, you and I can trade a secret for a secret, Vena. Good night.
Oh.
And he will recuse himself. Slade, where are the bedrooms? I did not look. Where am I sleeping?
Get to go to
Up.
sleep.
Up to the northeast.
Okay, cool.
Follow
leave me
me.
there?
I
Okay.
have one set up for you.
Okay, cool. I made a big dramatic entrance, but I didn't really know where I was going, so I was just kind of, like,
No.
And-
We just started dancing. Why are you leaving?
I'll dance with you.
Okay. But then who plays the music?
And you will see Emerald pop back out. I am
climb down from the ceiling where he was
no,
standing.
no. He
upside
was
down.
in his library. He's like, I am sorry. I hear way too much. It's
I
problem.
assumed.
My hearing
I have something
is
about that.
my hearing. It allows me to basically see. Oh no, over here, Master. And
Should I be whispering?
no, you didn't
Ooh
disturb
la
me.
la.
I'm just unfortunately, there's no such thing as privacy for me in this house.
Well, Lady Vena, if you would like to dance with music so much, and I'll just kind of hand her off to Emerald.
Ooh la la.
I was
Something. Come here.
I was suggesting I was playing. You seem to okay, but if he will hold on to Vena.
She'll
Dance
staggeredly like get herself in a regal like dance position. Like
Mhm.
it's very bad. I mean, it would be bad even if she wasn't drunk.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Yes, Liv.
Liv is cackling because she said, "All right, take her away, vampire."
We about to see that scene where they're floating through the air and you're standing on his feet.
And let's roll. That is a shitty ass roll. Good lord.
I was that
This
you live.
one is
There it
The-
is.
You know what? I'm gonna say as advantage because of Liv because I feel like it.
Hey, she doesn't even do too bad.
Yeah.
Since before he served dinner.
Yeah. Look, I'm saying Anana gives him advantage. So I'm doing it again. Just fuck you. There we go.
oh my lord.
There we go. There's the big number.
Have a clock and a candlestick in the back going, dance with her!
Yep. No, look, Anana's being very supportive. I would say that's a help action. But yeah,
Somewhere in Rin's room, Slade is preparing to do the kiss the girl routine if this fails.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
strange, finding you can
Yeah.
change.
I as much as I like dancing, I do want to play for you all at some point or another. As he takes Vena and Vena, like he has a firm like Rindau did a wonderful job with dancing with you, but this feels
This man puppets me, basically.
yeah like you feel like some sort of supportive mist around you, and Anana, you see it too. Like
Peter.
there's like some sort of fog that comes from Emerald that supports her in all the right ways to help her dance, and
Peter.
it is it is
Getting,
very
she's
graceful.
getting gripped by hot vampire mist.
Shut up.
Alright, Beauty and the Beast is over. We're good to go back to the regular music. I had my tale as old as time moment. Woo! And if he wants to play, I will graciously take over the dance partnering.
No,
Okay.
he will do like a full dance with her, and but like if Anana wants to cut in, he will like hand off.
No,
He will
let him finish his dance.
yeah.
I want to see what happens.
And Nana's
Yeah.
shipping them hard.
Mhm.
Very much so.
Rin did not see any of the romance or chemistry before.
I have seen Dana like this, like just truly like wowed by somebody. I want to see where this shit goes.
Mhm.
And Nana's trying to play matchmaker so hard
Yeah.
right now.
I'm like they're like dancing and I like just the way the tokens are, and Anana's just staring like right there, like kiss, 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 kiss.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
putting
know,
Slade back in the room so I have vision.
please do. I'll drag him over.
To say that or put more recent air so I can
Let me
peep.
show you where I was. I was right here.
Kiss, kiss, kiss,
She
kiss.
she was right fucking in.
I was right there.
Yeah,
Every shirt
as
candy,
they
button, paper.
dance, and the at first it is closer to what Rin was doing, where it was like a formal ballroom dance, but like after one dance, Emmer's grip gets a little. I want to say saucier, but not in that way. Like he starts
I know.
doing a more. It is a more sensual dance, but not like ooh, it's super sexy. But like it is,
Less refined.
it
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 is not.
is more intimate. I wouldn't say less refined as it is
Oh, I know
More-
what it is.
still. It's just a different style of dance. It's
more lively.
yeah, more lively, more personal.
Because the classical dance Rin does is very stiff and robotic.
Yeah,
This one I'm sure is a bit more loose and
that's what
alive.
it was it was a formal dance, and this is less of a formal dance and more of a we're having fun here, and
Oh, I played the wrong one.
yeah,
Oh,
and
well.
Vena, you have like yeah, you're somehow managing to dance while drunk, but like everything that's better, it feels wonderful. Like you feel like you're literally dancing on air or on a cloud.
Whoa. You're so good at this.
Thank you. I would hope so. It was my profession for a long time, but I do thank you for appreciating it. That's nice to hear some, the townsfolk are always like, "Oh, you're so good at your instruments, you're so good at dancing," but it feels a little hollow coming from them. And I know they do truly mean it, but I can't shake the feeling that it's still a little too impersonal. But hearing you say such things when you're in such a state, a very cute state like this, it seems to mean a lot more.
Cute.
Nope, I picked the right song.
Let's see if she even processes that.
She's like, do I remember the meaning of the word
She does
cute?
process that.
Hell yeah.
Face gets red, and she kind of like looks away. I would have said it if I wasn't like this.
I'm not saying, Vanna, you seem to take the worst of me.
No, it's none of you.
I I am sure you would have said much clearer and in much more eloquent terms how you felt in the other way, but I don't know, something about this is just endearing.
I, I, I try to be endearing. I think I'm
Well,
just not very good at it.
you seem to be doing a perfect job of it, at least in my estimation.
She just, her face is just completely red.
Just- just- you have brought a certain light to my manner that I haven't had in quite a while. I will say, I mean, all of you have. You brought a light back to me that I had lost, and I was frankly grieving over, and it's you're the first, you know, person who was as noble as yourself, and I use that in the term of the heart as opposed to the station that did not try to decapitate me on sight. And I think that shows something very special about you.
Oh, I, I'm happy that you're happy,
he
and I'm glad we brought Pat back. He looked like he missed you.
he did, and we are going to spend the entire night catching up. I really cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me. So, and please, if you're ever in the area, if you ever need a rest stop, a nice warm bath, a nice wholesome meal, I encourage you to come by.
Of course, it's been it's been very pleasant since we've arrived, and I've not felt this loose.
The life of an adventurer is a stressful one. You know, builds a lot of tension. You need to take breaks. That's how you live. That's how you absorb everything that's happened and move on. You need time to distress. You need time to live. You know.
This is actually worse when I lived at home. And and Huron and Rin and Faduin and Slade, their companies Your company's a lot better for my heart.
Yes, though. And it's very nice to hear someone who's had a similar experience to me. And I truly hope you continue on and you stay safe. I'm sure you're mighty and can take care of yourself.
I get hit a lot.
Yeah, Pat has regaled me of, while we were in the cart, of how you come home, how you return from such things. It honestly makes me want to go with you a little bit and fight by your side, but I can't do such things.
Oh,
For one, there's not many people as accommodating as you or Driftlehome, and I do have obligations here.
that's true. I don't have a whole lot of those.
I'm, you may not have proper obligations as in that sort of sense, but I know the obligations you do have in your heart, the ones that truly matter, the obligations to your comrades
Mm-hmm.
are strong within you.
She'll like look over her shoulder as they're still probably dancing, and like look at Inanna.
Yeah.
I am obligated to keep you alive.
I mean, we kind of do that for each other.
Mm-hmm.
As you should. I wish I had a group as yours when I went off on my own. I just had people here and there, lovers of various ilk and race and creed. I was a bit more promiscuous in my younger days.
Ooh. You say lovers plural. How many? How many is that?
Oh, don't make me recall. I'll get embarrassed.
Okay. she's got quite a bit of blush.
He just looks over. You have just been getting redder and redder. Are you sure you're okay?
It's hot in here. That's it.
Yes, I mean, you did drink. It brings the temperature to your face, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Should I take off my ring?
No, 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 no. No.
Ooh.
Do what with it? You gonna give it to someone?
No, keep it on. I
That
know.
was Lance!
No, it was more the like his cool touch against her warm face.
Yep, it was.
That too.
If you're worried about what I said earlier, I keep it more. To be honest, you make me feel more human than the ring would. If you need me to support you in
It,
that way, I'd be more than happy to.
it, if you wanna.
And while he's dancing, he will put you into a very, very gentle spin while the mist cradles you, and he doesn't touch. He doesn't touch you, but the mist will guide you, and he will take off his ring and put it in his pocket and come back, and he will come back, pull Vena close and press his cheek to hers, and you will feel a very cool sensation as well as on Vena's hands.
Uh, for a moment, she kind of like her eyes wide, and she kind of like freezes, and then just fucking straight steam puffing out of her.
Oh my, somehow this seems to have gone even worse.
Uh,
He will brace his arm against Anada's back and place the back of his hand against Vanna's forehead. I hope you're not coming down with anything.
I don't know.
No,
She's got the twirly eyes right now.
As much fun as we're having, I think it may be time for you to retire, Lady Vina.
This is I don't know. she's just like a stunned deer.
And I think that should be a yes, and I do not wish to go any further with someone not in their cognizance. I would be a very, very poor host and poor person if I were to.
I think I'm very cognizant.
Of course, Lady Vena. he chuckles.
It's very very close.
Let's get you to bed. As he scoops Vena up into a bridal carry again and starts floating.
How long did it take Inanna to pick her jaw off the floor?
I feel like we're still counting because I'm still.
Where he just bends down and picks it up for you to allow me.
Yeah, and that's the room.
I've heard of love stories, but that.
Slade clacks a fan and starts. I don't know. It's
As he's carrying her, she's just kind of like looking up at him, looking rather intensely at him.
I love this.
And he will place Vena in the bed and tuck her in. And like as they walk past Fadoin, who is like getting ready for bed himself, he's just like, and just like holds his breath and then just hides under the covers.
Like, don't look at me.
Like I should not be seeing this.
I'm just gonna eventually
Panic,
be like,
oh,
"Alright,
he's leaving.
it's over, time to go to bed."
Slade's
And
just
what a show it was, ladies and gentlemen.
Slade's just giving you the look like, well, that was
Everything
something.
I could possibly have wanted.
As he goes to lay her down in the bed, she just kind of grabs onto him and just like
What?
keeps looking at him.
What?
Is there something amiss?
Where's your eyes?
You're very
Starts with an H.
I'm just imagining Anna staring through the fucking crack in the door like, come on, bitch, say it.
Fucking say it!
Everybody's sending the fucking psychic waves to try and give her enough thought to say it.
And Anna is like, I will have the birds and the bees talk if I have to.
The fucking salient detect thoughts, just trying to push you into do it, say it.
You're very
Call out like it's a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You're very handsome.
Yes. That was what I was going for.
And he will brush a part of Vanna's hair back, and you are quite beautiful, miss.
I like it better when you say it.
Oh.
Truly, I have not felt my heart beat in my chest for quite a while, but you see, somehow he is blushing. He should not be able to blush, but there's a very, very faint pink to his cheeks.
Oh, hearts. That's why it's so loud. I forgot they do that.
Liv, please tell me you're not sleeping in the kid bed next to my room. Please.
That was for Slade. But
That's for Slade. Where's the other room?
yeah, I thought there was enough for all of you, but like you can like
Well,
there's
I guess you are now.
there's another ghost room, I guess, for Anana. Don't worry, there should be enough. I just
I was
miscounted.
like,
I
I
do
guess
like
that's the only
of
other
it-
bed because I was like, Huron has a
Yeah.
room. There's the double room for Lady
Listen.
Veda.
I just love the idea of her opening the room to the big ass bed and going, oh well, this is where I set my stuff. Is that Rin in my bed just
My
asleep?
fucking bed.
Closes the door. That motherfucker took the biggest, comfiest bed.
For one person. Now, to be fair, he does have the adjoining room, so like, the adjoining room is technically for the people with the retainers.
Yeah.
And then the only other single is Hurons.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I mean,
whatever will we do? And there was only one bed.
There was-
I think Lady
Oh,
Veda.
Vena, you may have to give yours up to be a good
Yeah.
paladin so Anana can sleep. Perhaps there's room in the Lord's bed.
Good fucking.
And there was only
Bro's
one.
trying to wingman for the fucking AC 130.
This is the best
Wingman
thing
for the
I've
AC.
written.
What? Yeah. Where the fuck were? Yeah.
Oh, we're calling him handsome.
Yeah.
That or wrap into session.
Yeah. And Emerald will. You're making me flustered, but he will like lean down and give Vena a very chaste kiss on the forehead.
Wait. Can you do that again?
He chuckles a little and will put his hands on Vena's cheeks and and like bring her close and gives a more tender kiss on the forehead.
I could see her eyes creeping.
Yeah.
I had the screen down and I heard the laugh and I was like, what is he laughing about? I just
Yeah.
moved it to see her fucking staring through the fucking window.
Because I saw her fucking. I just saw her like start making her way across the fucking outside. I'm like, God damn it.
But it's the
So my
fucking window.
original intent was, I was like, Inanna's a nature bitch. She would sleep outside, and then I realized I could see through the bedroom windows.
That was the line of
I
thought
just-
that Anana went through. Like, oh yeah,
She
I'm
sees
totally.
the eyes break the window as they shoot out of her head.
I saw through Rin's bedroom window with the dynamic lighting, and I went.
Mm.
Oh my god.
But in all reality, there's a chair over here, and Anana's probably just gonna crash.
Yeah,
There's a chair in the room. Never mind.
the cuck chair.
Yep.
No.
Chair, yep.
Not the cuck chair.
But
Fadeaway.
but yeah, he will give the second more tender, still chaste, still pure kiss, but on the forehead. And I think that's enough for now, Lady Vena. We can continue in the morning when you're thinking straight.
If he tries to pull his hands away from her face, she'll like try to grab onto them.
He will leave them there for a second, just like. Do you want me to stay here until you fall asleep?
You don't have to. I
I-
like this touch.
Vena, I do not sleep during the night, so I am not doing anything else. And he will just like sit on the side of the bed and just continue holding Vena.
But you could be doing something else. Like
I
you
do not.
probably busy.
I would rather be busy with this.
With you.
Oh. Okay. And she'll just kind of like lean her face into his hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, no! Jesus, God, no!
There's a certain
No.
glow about the Lord.
He,
Fadeaway looks mortified.
yeah, Fadeaway is just like trying to cover his ears with the pillow. Just like I'm not hearing this. Yeah, and he will just sit there while, Vena, slowly drifts off to sleep, and he will, in fact, hum a little lullaby while that happens, and any of you in the other adjoining rooms will hear a very enchanting melody that comes from Vena's room.
As she's drifting off, she will say the one last thing, as she's like kind of mumbling at this point. You're so much warmer.
Oh, thank you, though. That's, I think, the first time I've heard that since I was living. I'm... Thank you. That's pretty much all I can say about that. Thank you. You're exceedingly warm yourself.
At that point, she's already gone.
Yeah, he's like,
Like
oh.
he is probably in the middle of that and
Yeah.
didn't notice, but he looks up and she is just snoozing.
Mhm. Yeah, and Anana, if you are actually fucking peeping like a fucking...
No.
That was
Oh.
fucking hilarious.
What would actually happen would be far more of like she's walking through and she sees the movement and she turns and realizes she can see in the window and is immediately like, nope. Clears the chair where she's like,
Yeah.
I cannot watch this. She's like, I should not watch this. And if I see anything at all, even just like what actually happened with them just like holding hands and being adorable, she's like, I'm never gonna be able to look Vena in the eye without just grinning at her.
I like the time Anana walked by it was during the second the second kiss. That is what she
And
saw.
She saw that like sort of happen and went, I can't see anymore. It's gonna turn me into an idiot.
Oh
And-
man.
And
Turn me into an idiot.
oh god. And now that I think we'll end the session there. Now that I'm thoroughly out of my comfort zone.
Ew! You raised us up!
Pyro wanted me to remind you to upload the session so he could see this latter half thing. I'm also gonna go right now because my dog is losing her mind. She saw me
Yeah.
move. She sounds so sad.
Yeah, I hope I was good at flirting.
That bro!
That was very, very good. Muy bueno.
You and Shane, the fucking Rizzlers. I'm sitting over here like clutching my pearls like I'm watching a goddamn Jane Austen.
I love how she's saying the Rizzlers like I wasn't just role playing, like Virgin Supreme.
Mhm.
Okay, but some of the shit you said was literally like straight up. I was like, this is Shane fucking being like, people like it when people say this. There was a little where I was like, God damn, I know these lines work. I cannot tell you truly. I cannot even count how many times I physically threw myself onto my bed to scream into pillows or blankets.
So I am glad I've amused you.
Every spectrum of human emotion, the messages I sent to Connor, just kicking and screaming and kicking my legs and
Oh, I have to stop recording.